Dolphins who rock the 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Grim, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's home. I finally got his name.
I know you streamers can hear me clearing my throat. Bonus of signing in on a YouTube and Twitch stream.
Football season be the reason that I be bringing the scene. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Fire me up, Jimmy.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. And it is Monday, Super Bowl week. I mean, we've got boots on the ground. Crowder has landed in San Francisco and will be boots on the ground all week long from Radio Row as he juggles his duties with us and the Pivot. He will be joining us shortly. He landed about an hour or so ago in San Fran, and I actually woke up this morning and I was like, hey, we'll talk a little Heat. Heat and Bulls played 3 times, and but then I thought, you know what? This is it. This is it for football for the year. I mean, not for the year, not for the calendar year, but for the season. And so I said, you know what? Let's bring Chris Parkins on. Let's talk a little football. We will talk Heat. We will talk Panthers. Panthers, it's going through a little rough patch. And then you got Solana Sabres in town tonight. He's super excited for that. Is that in town? Is that here?
Yeah, that game's here.
And but I do want to talk some football this week, and hopefully we'll be able to check in several times with people who are actually on Radio Row. Crowder's not on Radio Row. He's in San Francisco, and they're bringing guests, to the Pivot themselves, but he's not on Radio Row, and I always like a live report from Radio Row. But I wonder, when I say it's Super Bowl week, I wonder how long it's going to be before I say it's Super Bowl week. We're live at Radio Row, and we'll find out Sunday if the Dolphins can hoist their first Super Bowl trophy since 1974.
Yeah, Hoch. I have pretty much accepted the fact, like I've had a heart-to-heart with myself in front of the mirror, and I've just accepted the fact that it probably won't happen in my lifetime. I've come to that realization. Don't get excited. Don't have high expectations for a Dolphins Super Bowl in my lifetime.
It is pretty staggering because when I think about it, I mean, I wasn't a Dolphins fan in 74. I was 5 years old. Dolphins haven't won a Super Bowl since I was 5 years old. I'm 56 years old. So and again, I didn't come to Miami till 1987 and probably really didn't embrace the Dolphins till about 1991, 92. But man, I think about it, like people who thought the 72 Dolphins and then 73, next year 74, like people who thought the Dolphins were in this unbeatable era where they would dominate football. And then even if I said to you, after the 72 and 73 seasons where they go to the Super Bowl, in the 80s, they're going to get arguably the greatest quarterback in the NFL. And still nothing. 50-plus years. Nothing.
I mean, it was a good run. If you think about sustained success, notoriety, becoming a marquee organization in the NFL from the time they got Shula, I think that was 71, maybe 69. But either way, from 72 until Hoch, like 2000, I mean, it's almost 30 years of being. I'm not saying they won every year. I know
they were good. They were entertaining.
They were entertaining, and they were just known as a marquee franchise.
Yes.
A pillar of stability in the NFL, even for a short while after Shula left. Like, they were still considered a well-run organization. 2000 is probably where that drops off. And here you are 26 years later.
A laughing stock.
They haven't even gotten close to it.
They're a laughing stock. They're an NFL laughing stock. Anyway, we'll talk about that today. This is also NBA trade deadline week. So you never know what might happen before Thursday. Heat, they're better than the Bulls. The Heat should pray that they face the Bulls in the play-in tournament. Heat really should have gone 3 for 3 in their 3-game series, and I wonder if that one game will come back to haunt them at some point at the end of the season. I remember a season where did they miss the playoffs by a game?
Yeah.
Because that was before the play-in, right?
A Chris Middleton dagger. I think it was the 17th season. But even that season where they were, remember, 11-30, and then they won 30 and 11 the following 41 games. They missed the playoff, like exposed in tears after that. They missed the playoffs by a game.
You never know when a game is going to haunt you. Now, in football, it's more often because we always point to a couple seasons ago, that Tennessee game with the Dolphins. But in basketball, you go, there's 82 games. You know, you take a night off here and there. Saturday night, against a very depleted Bulls team, the Heat should have won. Last night, I have to imagine, not only are the Heat better than the Bulls, but the Bulls were suffering from some sort of South Beach flu because that was a laughable performance. So we'll talk today. Will Manso's going to join us. Chris Perkins is going to join us. Will Manso's going to join us. He's got a special tonight on WPLG. You got are you going to the Heat gala?
No, I'm not. I didn't get the invite along with the 2006 title team that's being celebrated. I didn't get the invite. I could have gone to cover the red carpet. Which,
No. I meant as a guest.
No. I did not get the invite.
Interesting.
It seems like Mickey Harrison, they must have lost my invitation in the mail.
Shocks me.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll talk about all that. I have a lot of stuff that I want to get to on today's show. And again, this is Super Bowl week, so I always call it Faux Radio Row because we're not on Radio Row, so it's Faux Radio Row. We'll do our best to make it feel. I don't feel much excitement for the Super Bowl. I can't even lie, and I don't know what it is. Now, maybe I'm sure as we get closer to Sunday, it's like, by the way, I got to give a shout out to Dr. Chuck. This guy, he's a true friend. Just sent a text to me on a group chat, with a bunch of guys. My twins are hosting a Super Bowl party. You all and your wives are invited. I realize that Hoch is not going, but wanted to invite you all nonetheless. And I said, you know what? I texted him back and I said, thank you. Because I love that you acknowledge there's no chance I'm going anywhere for the Super Bowl. I'm not going to the party. Like, it's an exercise in futility to invite me. It's nice that he did, but it's also nice that he doesn't make me concoct anything as to why I'm not going to go. He knows I have no desire to go. I'm not leaving my couch. I don't want to go to anyone's house. I don't want to watch it anywhere else. That's a true friend. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, you're invited. I know Hoch's not going to go because he always comes up with some sort of excuse. And then, a few years ago or whatever, I just started saying, yeah, I'm just not going. I don't need to come up with excuses anymore. I'm not going. That's a true friend, someone who acknowledges who you are and accepts you for who you are.
But you want the invite? I'm just trying to figure something out here. You want the invite even though...
No. I don't want the invite, but it's on a group chat where everyone else probably is going to go and they're going to be invited. It would be weird to just remove me off the group chat and then all of a sudden Hoch's not part of that and they wonder, well, why did he get removed? Or you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, right. Send it out to everybody, but then say, I also recognize Hoch's not going.
Right. Yeah. I get you. Hey, no pressure here. Everybody knows Hoch's just not interested.
Yep.
But we're still doing this, and I'm inviting everybody, even Hoch, even though I know he's not going. Why don't you just reconsider? Like, that sounds like it would be a lot of fun, Hoch. All your buddies. Well, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I am so done with Super Bowl parties. We used to do them every year. I would go to someone else's house. I love watching on the couch. Maybe ordering a square cut. I enjoy the commercials, the halftime show. Like, I don't need to have conversations, with anybody other than my wife. That's it. That's all I need in my life.
All right.
Anyway. And I know I'm in the minority there. People love getting together on the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. All your friends, one of your closest friends and Dr. Chuck, all your friends are going to go. Like it's bizarre to me that doesn't interest you in the slightest. But I get it, man. You want to be on the couch for the Super Bowl. I get it.
Nothing better. I mean,
Square cut za, huh? That's your
Square
go-to.
cut za. Yeah.
Okay.
Make it good. Anyway, let's get headlines. Start out today's show brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Just saw this from Tom Pelissero. The Ravens plan to hire Anthony Weaver as their defensive coordinator.
Interesting. I was wondering where he was going to end up because he was done being the DC here, but hadn't gotten any of the head coaching jobs that he was interviewing for. So he's going to Baltimore?
Yeah, it looks like he's going back to Baltimore. Remember, he played there for a couple seasons, and he coached there as well as a coordinator prior to coming to Miami.
All right.
Guess it wasn't
so how
meant
long
to
was
be
he here?
as,
One season?
Two seasons. He was here the last 2 seasons. Guess it wasn't meant to be for Weaver on this coaching cycle. Hoch, I'm not going to lie to you. On Saturday night, I wanted to block your contact. And I'm thrilled that you weren't watching the game because what transpired at the Kaseya Center Saturday night was without a doubt the most frustrating loss of the season. Well, without a doubt. Well, it wasn't even boozy. Like, Ayo Dosunmu is Michael Jordan when he plays against the Miami Heat.
Not really, because I had him on the over last night, and I think he ended with 10.
No, I'm with you. I think the Bulls Saturday night really was, as Sylvie told us Friday, their Super Bowl. I mean, they won that game, and they must have been at 11 until 7, 8 in the morning, and then went to space for after hours.
Not only did I bet Ayo Dosunmu over last night, I had a parlay with Bam under 22, which probably was a loser in the first quarter. And then I live bet the Bulls plus 36.5 when they were down like 38.
So you got lucky yesterday from the Bam perspective. Bam and Pella yesterday, Hoch. I mean, this Pella Larson. Should we just build around Pella? I think is the new question. Forget about Giannis. Should we just build around Pella Larson? Everybody's available except for Pella. Bam only scored 20 points, but he didn't play basically in the entire second half. He played a little bit in the third quarter. Didn't need to play him because you're up 54 points.
Yep.
So you would have gotten lucky had it been more of a game, but Bam and Pella in the first half just took over the game. Pella had as many points in the first quarter yesterday, Hoch, 13, as the Bulls team total. 13 points.
I think the Bulls, what they end shooting from 3?
6 of 41 last night.
6 of 41.
The night before when they beat Miami, remember, no Kobe White, no Vooch, no Giddey. They were out everybody. The only starter was Matas Buzelis. They shot 20 of 40 the night before on Saturday. 20 of 40, Hoch.
I couldn't even believe what I was watching last night because not only were the Bulls missing threes, they were missing bunnies. Like it was really shocking. I see Crowder is signed in from San Francisco. Do you think before we bring you up, your microphone is hooked up? He's giving a thumbs up. I mean, he's Super Bowl ready. He's like,
I hope so.
He's ready to rock and roll. So where are you in San Fran? He's muted. That's funny.
No, he's not. His microphone's just not connected. That's perfect.
Yeah. Are you sure your microphone's connected, Crowder? No, nothing doing.
Do you have a green button on your mic, Crowder?
He is adorable.
Yeah. Truly unbelievable.
Just when you think he's got it down bad, because I was like, make sure you're are you sure he's potted up, Jimmy?
We're all on the same pot, so this can't be Jimmy's fault.
We're on the same.
We're all in the same pot. We're all coming from the same source, so this can't be Jimmy's fault. Crowder, you're either gonna have to figure out technology, or I'll work with you in the break.
Do you think the microphone, Crowder, is muted on the microphone itself? We can't hear you, so whatever we're gonna take you off the screen. We're gonna give you we're gonna put you in timeout for 10 minutes, Go sit in a corner, and then we'll bring you back for the next segment, hopefully, when Chris Perkins joins us.
The Heat and Hawks tomorrow will be at 7:30. Basically, that entire 06 team is supposed to be there tomorrow, other than James Posey, because he's a coach.
You mean tonight?
Coach. No, tomorrow.
You're talking about the gala tonight? You're talking about the game tomorrow?
The gala is tonight, but
Gotcha.
Tomorrow the Heat host the Hawks, and they're doing a celebration of that 06 team, the 20-year anniversary. And everybody, I think the two Andersons won't be there, Shannon Anderson and Derek Anderson. I think I read Jay Will might not be there. He's probably won't be. And then James Posey, because he's a coach. That's 7:30 tomorrow. Hawk, the Florida Panthers.
Let's try Crowder again just for fun. Let's bring him up and just see if he's connected. But now it looks like he's muted.
You're gonna have to unmute yourself on the screen, Crowder.
No, there's nothing. You're sure on the drop down it says the microphone that you've connected? We can't hear you, so we don't know what you're saying. I know it's demonstrative, but we can't hear a word that you're saying.
Never sounded better, Crowder.
Are you sure the microphone itself isn't muted? You know, there's a button on the microphone that says on and off. No.
Yeah. And that'll conclude our coverage from Radio Row in San Francisco.
That's what we deserve. That's what we deserve.
Crowder, I'll work with you in the break, brother. I got you. The Cats did lose to the Jets 2-1 on Saturday, Hawk, and they're only going to play 3 more games, including tonight, before the Olympic break, before that 3-week hiatus in the
we're going to have like a couple weeks where the Heat and the Panthers are off.
Yep. And I'll be out of here later.
Gonzo.
Norman Powell, it's a shame, Crowder, you're not connected, because after giving me grief Friday that Norman Powell won't even sniff the All-Star game, and you, of all people, Josh Giddey this, Josh Giddey that, Giddey over
who
Norman
knew he
Powell.
was going to get injured so close to All-Star voting?
Yeah, well, Norman Powell was selected as an NBA All-Star reserve. He will be representing the Miami Heat, Hawk, back in the LA Clippers Stadium. Just loads of irony there. The Clippers, who didn't want to pay Norman Powell because they didn't feel like he was deserving of the amount of money he wanted, traded him to Miami, and now he's going back there as an All-Star.
Yeah. No, excellent season for him, and excited for him. And everyone loves him at the Heat organization.
He's the best.
Manny wanting to know, do you paint your hair? Manny, out of nowhere. Solana's beard looks brown today instead of reddish. Does Solana paint his hair?
Manny somehow found a picture of me, Zaslow, and
Crowder is saying he's
Marcos.
connected now. Crowder's saying that he is like ready to rock and roll. He's running into the huddle with a play.
Yeti Nano.
So you didn't have the right microphone selected.
I had to go out of StreamYard and back in. I think this is the online problem. This isn't a me problem.
Well, it was adorable that you gave us off screen a big thumbs up that you were connected and ready to go, and then nothing happened.
I thought it was good, but I'm good.
It does sound good right now.
Yeah, great. Man. I was 6 hours. Who wants to be on a plane for 6 hours? That's crazy.
Did you fly direct to San Francisco?
I flew direct, Fort Lauderdale to San Fran, SFO.
Who flies there direct? JetBlue?
JetBlue.
Yeah.
JetBlue. And when we were taxiing to leave, he said, your flight's going to be 5 hours and 52 minutes. I said, 5 hours and 52 minutes?
It was a surprise to you when you were sitting on the plane? How long
it's
the flight
usually
was?
Not 6 hours, Hawk. I fly to LA all the time.
Yeah, that's almost a 6-hour flight.
Man, no, that's right at 5. It's right at 5 every time. 4:50, 4:47. I think
it was very windy out. You must have had a lot of headwinds.
A lot of headwinds. And my what do they call that? I can't say stewardess. Is it flight attendant? You have to say now?
You can say stewardess. I'd like you to toe the line.
Okay, so my stewardess was tatted up, more tattoos than I had, and I knew something was gonna go wrong. Yeah, all up her neck, all down her arms.
Really?
Yeah, I said,
Boy,
yeah.
They used to not allow that back in the day.
Yeah, she tightened me up a couple times. All I wanted was some orange juice with ice. I don't like my orange juice without ice. I want ice in my orange juice.
So did you raw dog it for almost 6 hours?
No, we didn't have a relationship like that.
No, I was talking more about did you not watch any electronics?
No, they have the TVs. They have the TVs on JetBlue. I watched F1.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the F1 movie, which is not a very good movie.
Terrible.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, like he directed it, and he's just it's just the camera's on him for 90% of the movie. And then what's the John Candy? There's some John Candy documentary.
Yes. I was a fan of his, and Lori and I sat down to watch it maybe like a month ago, and man, I only lasted like 30 minutes into it. I found it to be boring.
Oh, God. The lady next to me elbowed me because I was snoring.
Yeah, you got to go out of you have to take measures to raw dog a JetBlue flight because they have the TV right in front of you.
And they have TV. Like I watched ESPN for a while, landing. Like they had Get Up on. So yeah, you can't raw dog JetBlue.
Raw dogging any flight, even if it's like, what do you call him, Crowder? A puddle jumper? A 30-minute flight is weird. It's weird.
I've seen him. He raw dogged a flight from Vegas to Fort Lauderdale with me. And I didn't I didn't enjoy that at all. But no, he was like 4 rows in front of me. And he raw dogged it. He just stared. And this was before people were talking about raw dogging flights. Like this was before it was like en vogue to be doing that. And he just stared straight ahead for 5 hours. Didn't sleep. Didn't read. Just stared ahead for 5 hours.
First, Hawk, you're not sneaky. Like we can't both walk in the bathroom together. You have to sneak in after me. But yeah, these 5-6 hour flights, I can't do it. But a 2-hour flight, man, I'm an air marshal. I told y'all, I make sure everything's okay.
Just observing.
Yep, just making sure nobody gets out of line.
Orange juice on a flight is weird too, by the way. That's something I don't think I would ever order.
Really?
On an airplane.
Because it's coming out of that can.
But orange juice has to be, in my opinion, you want orange juice to taste fresh, even if it's not fresh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It comes, like on the flight, it comes out of that can. So it's got like that metallic taste.
Mm-hmm.
No. Minute Maid?
Yeah.
Minute Maid figured it out.
Not for me.
Hey, Crowder, Norman Powell, all-star. Eat it.
Who dropped out? Who's hurt?
All right, guys, your weather. Here's how you know it's cold in South Florida.
Do
Ready?
you paint your beard, though? Because Manny asked.
Manny, please stop putting me next to other radio hosts in ChatGPT. Please. I'm begging you, please.
This is the second time I've brought it up and you haven't answered. Do you paint your beard or your hair?
Never.
That's
sitting
not just for men.
I'm sitting in the direct sunlight right now. And in the direct sunlight, I do have orange in my hair and in my beard, always.
No, he's saying you don't. He said normally you have red hair and it looks very dark today.
No, I've not painted.
Do you think I should
part
paint
of
my
my
beard?
Please. Are you dyeing your beard? You're bleaching it?
It's literally white at this point. There's no part of it that's not white.
That's not salt and pepper, Hawk. That's salt and salt.
Yeah. Should I start to dye it?
I would love it because it would be hilarious if you
like if I went jet black, like Joe Rose black.
Go Joe Rose black beard. I would love it.
How long does just for men? Does it just like you scoop it in and it's the hair's black the next day?
Solana.
I have a Photoshop that I made before I was working on the show of Hoch's face on a Just for Men box, and I don't know why. I
do remember that.
I made that for some reason. You guys must have been talking about it. Let me find
somebody on the I get these because I do the podcast with Stu Gatz, and somebody asked me, "Will you guys replay the Rogaine segment?" You ever hear the Rogaine segment, Crowder? When I was on Levitard show, this was like back in the early days of the Levitard show. I got live spots for Rogaine. And so I would sit there and I would do the live spot. Admittedly, I wasn't using it. I don't know if you've seen me recently, but if I was using it, it didn't work. But I wasn't using it. And one day on the show, he just, I don't remember that at all. That's funny.
Hawk, you were eating pork back then.
But so I'm doing this Rogaine commercial. And then Dan he can't take it anymore. And he just interrupts the commercial. And because I'm looking at him and he's laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? And he's like, because you have 6 sprouts on your head. You have 6 sprouts on your head. And I'm trying to keep it together because it's my only live commercial back then. Stugotz gets all the live commercials, you know, and so it's my only one. And I'm like, that's not true. It's coming in full. I got to play that. It's really funny.
Please, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, he's like, I just remember the line. Because you have 6 damn sprouts on the top of your head.
I had 3 2 weeks ago. This was multiplied.
Double.
So here's how you know it's cold in Miami, but South Florida. I went to Sergio's this morning, drop off to go to La Ventanita to get a café. The Ventanitas were closed.
Too
They
cold.
closed the Ventanitas. Too
Yes,
cold.
too cold.
So they told you to go inside to order a cafe. Bizarre. That's how you know it's cold. It's in the 50s right now. It'll drop back down into the low 40s, even upper 30s in your neck of the woods, Hoch. So that's your weather.
Very cold. All right.
Tampa,
Chris Perkins.
In Tampa yesterday
It
morning.
snowed.
It was flurries. They said we didn't see any because we were like a little south, like Bradenton South, where IMG is. We're fishing because you know me, I'm hard-headed.
That's crazy.
So I plan to fish. We actually rented kayaks to fish on Sunday because you know little Ava walked outside for 2 seconds, was like y'all are stupid. Her and Asia stayed inside and watched Netflix. And we're fishing on a pier. And Chan, I hear him talk to his phone. He said, Siri, what's the feel like temperature? She said, the feel like temperature is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. He said, Daddy, we need to go home.
It was crazy.
31 degrees in Tampa? That's
it was
nuts.
Crazy cold. I don't care what anyone says. I got to get to Chris Perkins, but later on, I know Solana admitted to us earlier today on the thread, he put the heat on in his house. I will tell you, when we got back from Naples on Sunday, I put the heat on in our apartment because it was bone-chillingly cold in here. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it all.
Y'all need a pow-pow.
No. You need your head examined if you're taking your kids out fishing in Tampa this weekend. Yeah. Chris Perkins is going to join us in the next segment. For many guys listening, 2026 started with a resolution probably about improving your health. Hopefully you're doing just that. But when you're tired, you're low on energy, you're not sleeping well, you're not seeing progress in the gym, staying committed can be tough. Atlantic Men's Clinic can likely help you, though, because being tired and low on energy and not seeing enough progress when you're working out, those are often signs of low testosterone, and that's where Atlantic Men's Clinic comes in. I've been getting a testosterone shot once a week at Atlantic Men's Clinic for over a year now. I am legit thrilled that I am. I'm wishing I had started sooner, to be honest, because there's a noticeable difference in energy and just how you feel overall when your testosterone is in the correct range, like the upper range especially. And now, Atlantic Men's Clinic is also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and PDA, all designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. So with the low T treatments combined with the body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. Schedule a consultation at Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Everyone there is so friendly, by the way. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can always make an appointment or get more info at atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Homer Simpson works with the Niners?
WQAM
It is Super Bowl week, and I said that I wanted to talk a little football. Chris Perkins is a columnist for the Sun Sentinel. He is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, and like a superhero, Perk is here to talk a little football with us. Crowder is in San Francisco. He is boots on the ground when it comes to our Super Bowl coverage. He just hasn't returned to his microphone at this very moment. So I was trying to wait until he got there, but I'll just start without Crowder being at his microphone. Hello, Perk.
Hey, I'm excited, Hoch. It is Super Bowl Monday, and I was in Mobile for the Senior Bowl last week. So we got draft, we got Super Bowl, we got the Dolphins rounding out their coaching staff. It's a good time.
Well, Dolphins, tell me what you think of it. They're going to be Green Bay South, it seems like, right? Starting in the front office and then trickling down to the head coach and assistant coaches. They are Green Bay South, correct?
Yeah. It's shaping up to be that way, right? With Sean Duggan as the defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley as the head coach, John Eric Sullivan as the GM, got a couple of position coaches. The big question is what happens with Malik Willis, the quarterback. Do they invite Malik Willis down to take a shot at being the starter? But look, Hoch, there's worse organizations that you could copy from, right? Copying from Green Bay is a good thing. They know how to get things done. They plan from the top on down, meaning from the GM on down. And so I like the plan so far. I like the hires of Sullivan and Hafley, and I like how they're filling out the coaching staff. Of course, it's wait and see ultimately, but I like the way that they're progressing, and I like what I've heard from both of them.
Well, do you think, because you mentioned Malik Willis, Crowder has said before, hey, just keep Tua next season, ride with him. That was met, by the way, with much pushback on our social media comments page.
Good. It should have been.
But should it be Tua next season or Quinn Ewers, or will it be, do you think, Malik Willis?
I think it still remains to be seen. I'm not a Malik Willis believer because of what he's going to demand salary-wise compared to his body of work. This is a guy who has, I believe, 4 years in the league, right? 2 with Tennessee and 2 with Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen enough. And he's probably going to get, I don't know, $20 million, $15, $20 million. If he doesn't win that starting job, that's the same as dead money. And there's no guarantee he's going to win the starting job. I'm not just going to gift Malik Willis the starting job. I don't know what they do at quarterback, quite honestly. I don't think it's that far of a stretch for Ty Simpson, the Alabama quarterback, to move up to number 11. He's right now between 16 and 20 in mock drafts. Maybe the Jets, maybe Pittsburgh. Quarterbacks always move up. I'm not a Ty Simpson fan either. I'm not a Quinn Ewers fan as the starter. Quite honestly, I don't know right now what the Dolphins should do at starting quarterback, but I don't think any of those three that I named, Simpson, Willis, or Ewers, is ultimately the answer.
And Perk, this is my thing with the Tua. We already owe him $50 million. Like the Ty Simpson, I like that more than Malik Willis or Solana brought up Kirk Cousins, who's, not going to be in Atlanta. Like what, not who is it, not a name. What's the goal at quarterback? Are we trying to find the franchise guy? Are we trying to have a gap year? Because my whole thing with Tua is we owe him $50 million. Let him do the gap year. And I know that's going to not going to excite a lot of people, but you could paint it as he has a new offensive coordinator. He has a new head coach. Let's see what Tua can do. And if he plays well early, then his trade value goes up. That was my thought on Tua.
No, I'm getting rid of all of them. Everybody who had something to do with last season or that Tua contract extension, Weaver would have been the only exception. But Greer is gone, McDaniel is gone, Tua is gone. Marvin Allen is gone. Channing, I got to sweep this whole organization of that poor thinking, of them thinking 2023 was a successful season, of them thinking Tua deserved a contract extension, of them thinking having the number one offense is a great accomplishment. That way of thinking no longer exists in this organization. You're all getting the hell out. And I don't mean that as a derogatory way. I mean that as a clean sweep way, a new way of thinking. We're thinking about winning and moving forward, not taking these participation trophies. Tua was part of that. He's got to go.
So why keep Slowick as the offensive coordinator, or elevate him for that matter, if you're Hafley or if you're Sully? Do you like that decision? Because based on what you're saying, Perk, it kind of sounded like, hey, it's time to literally remove any remaining members of any personnel or players that were really tied to Mike McDaniel. And I mean, Slowick was brought in by McDaniel and essentially was working alongside him.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how that works out, Solana. But yeah, I would have gone outside. I don't know, exactly what they have, why that decision was really made. I know that they like Slowick, and he's well versed in that Shanahan system, and what happened with C.J. Stroud in Houston, that was a lot tied to offensive line as opposed to being tied to the offensive coordinator. But yeah, overall and in general, yeah, I would have cut ties with everybody with that organization, with the Greer McDaniel regime. So we'll see how Bobby Slowick works out at offensive coordinator.
And another thing we talked about when Hafley had his press conference, and Sully and all the new guys that you're talking about, Perk, they said the key words that I love. I had to look back in my notes to find the list of keywords: tough, violent, and physical. And those are words I love in football. Is our roster prepared for tough, violent, or physical? Is there going to have to be a big turnover to be tough, violent, and physical? Because as we're looking at teams, like we're looking at the Super Bowl this week, those are the teams that make it are tough, physical, and violent.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting you say that, Shannon. So, we got two defensive coaches in the Super Bowl, right? Mike McDonald from Seattle and Mike Vrabel for New England. And the Dolphins just hired a defensive coach in Jeff Hafley. I like those words too, Channing. And look, I would take this all the way to the draft. I wrote about a few of these types of players this week. Lee Hunter, the defensive tackle from Texas Tech, who would probably be a second-round option. This kid, Keelan Rutledge from Georgia Tech, who's a guard. The Dolphins don't necessarily need a guard, but this dude was driving guys into the ground. Very physical, very aggressive. Caleb Downs, the safety from Ohio State, could be a first-round option, but he's an aggressive guy. I have him taking Munster Delane, the cornerback from LSU. He's a good cover corner, but yes, Channing, I want to see aggression. So if you're a cover corner, or if you're an aggressive trench player, or if you're an aggressive safety, I think setting that attitude, following Patrick Paul and following Aaron Brewer and Jordan Brooks and some of these guys, that's the type of team that I want to see. And I'm with you. I liked hearing those buzzwords in the opening press conference. I want to see them follow through with that in the draft and free agency and style of play and everything. No more finesse football.
All right, well, let's get to the important stuff here, because this is our faux Radio Row, even though Crowder's boots on the ground in San Fran. How will Chris Perkins be watching the Super Bowl on Sunday? Paint the picture for us.
Oh, man, you know what? I haven't really decided yet how I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, but I always like to have something representative food-wise of both cities. So
I like that.
Yeah. So I don't know, I might try and get like some Dungeness crab for Seattle, although that would be very, very expensive.
I was thinking a cup of coffee, because they love their coffee up in Seattle.
Little Starbies.
That's what I was going to say. I might just have to wuss out and get myself a cup of coffee, but I got to do something big. So I don't know if a lobster roll could work for Boston. I could do a lobster roll. if it's still cold, some clam chowder would do. But yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna have some people over or if I'm gonna go over to somebody's house yet. I haven't figured that out.
You know,
but,
I was saying
I
I was saying at the beginning of the show, I got a text from my friend Dr. Chuck, and I love him, and I love the fact that he acknowledges who I am. It's a group chat with a bunch of people, and he texted, "Hey, my twins, his daughters, are hosting a Super Bowl party. You all and your wives are invited. I realize that Hoch will not come, but wanted to invite you all nonetheless." And I love someone who is a friend enough to acknowledge that I don't need to concoct some phony baloney reason why I'm not coming. He knows I don't want to go anywhere. I enjoy watching on my couch, devoid of any other people other than my wife.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know what? And here's the thing, Hoch, for most big games, if I care about the game, I want to watch it alone or, maybe with one, maybe two other people because I don't want all the distractions. I don't want all the talk and all the chatter. Like the Final Four I can watch with other people, but depending on who's in the NBA Finals, if it's a Game 7 or World Series Game 7 or something like that, I'm with you. Super Bowl, I usually want a very small, controlled crowd because I really want to focus on the game, and I don't want to be the jerk who tells people to be quiet. You know,
Right.
I don't want to be that guy, Hoch.
And Brother Perk, and I'm not saying that because I'm talking about church. My brother, it's been kind of cold in South Florida, something that we have on this show. I'm not turning my damn heater on in South Florida. I don't give a damn what temperature it is in my house. Solana turns his heater on. Hoch's a heater guy. Perk, have you turned your heater on in the last week?
Not yet. Not yet, Crowder. I'm with you. Look, I'm
Last night,
here in sweat
my
right
brother.
now. I'm sitting right. I'm proud. I'm sitting up here in sweats right now, and because I remember how look, Mama Perkins. She used to open up the oven, Crowder, and we used to have the heat coming in like that, man. And so we didn't want to turn up that gas bill, run up that gas bill. She would have the oven open, and we would heat the house like that. So yeah, no, I haven't turned it on yet.
Well, let me ask you this.
And I think we're past the worst.
Let me ask you this, Brother Perk.
Yep.
Did you smoke any heaters this weekend?
Are we on the record or off the record? Because I do have a license. That's all I'm going to say. That's all we're going to say about that.
We'll see you, Perk. We appreciate the time, and let us know what you end up doing for your Super Bowl Sunday menu.
All right, we'll see you.
We'll see you, Perk. That's Chris Perkins from the Sun Sentinel. It is Super Bowl week. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
We back at it with the steady Hotman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next. Always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right. Talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour.
We're ready.
Get ready for that 3 o'clock. Ready for that 3 o'clock.
Georgie there on the 3 o'clock track and the 2 o'clock track and the 4 o'clock track. Georgie Music, JORGMUZIK. Check him out on social media. Crowder is in San Francisco for the Super Bowl. He'll be doing some coverage for the Pivot, and they'll be doing some interviews. We just saw on TMZ that there's been a dozen earthquakes in San Francisco.
Don't tell me that.
In the Bay Area, like in the last couple of hours. Now, I saw that the strongest one was 4 point something on the Richter scale, so that's something that you could feel. You didn't feel anything?
No, I'm a man.
Says here, Super Bowl week is off to a shaky start, literally after more than a dozen earthquakes have hit the Bay Area as the NFL world descends on the area for Super Bowl 60. According to Fox Weather, the quakes have been centered in San Ramon, which is about 40 minutes away from Levi's Stadium, home of the big game. 20 quakes in the area, with the most powerful clocking in at 4.3 and 2 registering at 3.8.
Where are you, Crowder? Are you in San Francisco or are you in Santa Clara?
I don't know if my mic works. You think I know exactly where I am?
Well, I mean, did you travel when you landed in San Francisco? Did you travel about 15, 20, 30 minutes away from the airport, or were you about 10, 15 minutes away from the airport? It's not that hard of a question, Crowder.
Siri, where am I located?
Okay. Good talk.
How'd that go for you?
Siri. I'm in downtown San Francisco.
Where are you? Like a Bonvoy?
Yeah, Bonvoy. Nice.
So
You didn't feel anything?
No, I'm on the 14th floor, so I might understand. I've never been in an earthquake. Now, you just told me I have been in an earthquake now, but I didn't know I was in an earthquake.
Well, oftentimes, though, the little pre-quakes are the precursor to a bigger one that's coming. So just keep your head on a swivel.
Man, earthquake better. They better not earthquake with me here.
What do you do?
Telling you.
Like, what does that mean, Hoch? Keep your head on a swivel. Like, what?
Keep your head on a swivel.
Right, but like if an earthquake happens, it's not like a hurricane. You can be prepared. You can have water. You can have food ready to go. You can shutter up your home. What do you do if you keep your head on a swivel?
Well, I literally just told you. You keep your head on a swivel.
No, I understand that, but what does one do to be prepared for the?
You
the
keep your head on a swivel.
Okay, all right.
Like
I don't know how else I could be more clear about this.
What does it mean, though?
Should I get like an escape bag? Like the vitals that I need if I have to run out?
What do you think you'd put in your escape bag?
My computer, my phone, the chargers.
Oh,
There's a couple other items that I wouldn't want to leave. Can't say them. Like just I don't need any clothes.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in an earthquake, and I don't know what the proper procedure is. So I don't know if you're supposed to run, or I'm assuming the buildings, if it's a newer building, I'm sure it's built to code.
I know one thing. I'm getting off this damn 14th floor.
I'm not necessarily certain you need to.
But that's my
I would
point.
rather
Like,
fall 2 floors than 14 floors if it gets nasty.
keep your head on a swivel. If Hoch, he's on the 14th floor, do you mean literally like don't be on the 14th floor? What's the procedure if you expect a bigger earthquake to come? Do you go lower? Do you go higher? What do you do?
You keep your head on a swivel. Man, I thought I was so clear about this at the beginning of the segment.
Solana, the building might fall. Let me get to the roof.
Right, you ride it down.
Who am I? Captain America? I don't have a shield.
You want to get crushed by 14 floors, or
I
you want to
wanna
ride
be-
14 floors down?
I want to be somewhere that I can evade. I can't evade on 1401.
All I'm telling you is keep your head on a swivel, all right? And that goes
Thank
for
you,
everybody
man.
in South Florida when it comes to the cold weather.
If a earthquake hits and you just brought this up, I'm going to punch you in the face when I get back to South Florida. I'm warning you now. If I get caught in an earthquake after you say this, it's over for you.
I'm the only one who gave you some cogent advice. You should thank me. You should take me out to dinner.
Swivel my head.
Let's do headlines because I want to get to who got funky in this hour. 4 o'clock hour. Will Manso is going to join us. We do have a lot of stuff to get to. Do you have any interviews lined up yet there for Super Bowl week?
We don't. We're going after the show today. We're going something Pro Bowl. I don't know, something with the Pro Bowl. So we'll start lining them up for the rest of the week.
All right, let's
you got to do a lot of glad handing while you're out here.
Yeah, this is the time to do it, especially, good guests on a Monday or bad guests on a Thursday and a Friday.
Yeah. So we glad hand early, stockpile some guests, and then now we can knock it out the park.
Stu Gatz he was telling me that they've got Solomon Wilcots lined up today. I go, that's A-list Monday. That's an A-list Monday get. I go, Thursday, Solomon Wilcots can't get an interview except from the Dubuque, Iowa station.
I got requested for a bunch of interviews because I guess my name hit some list that I'm here. Only one that I confirmed was going on Joey Porter and Cam Hayward's podcast.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. So that's the only one I have confirmed so far. It was a bunch of weirdo ones that I had said, I don't know, y'all.
Yeah. You got to get Kyle Turley on.
Man, Kyle Turley talks about the same thing every year for 10 years.
And just whatever he says, just respond to him. Yeah, keep your head on a swivel, Kyle.
Now you got me looking outside, see if the buildings are moving.
I'll keep you posted if there's more earthquakes where you are.
It's very it's mountainous. It's very hilly. All the streets are on angles. There's no flatness here.
Yes, that is what San Francisco's known for.
I don't like it.
All right. Let's get headlines here with Solana, brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Nobody in the world has ever worked harder than Solomon Wilcots on day one of Radio Row.
I told Stu Gatz, he's an A-list guest on a Monday. Stu Gatz himself could just walk around Radio Row. Radio Row on a Monday, you're choosing from Solomon Wilcots, Kyle Turley. Trying to think of who else. I think Radio Row day one in Arizona in 06. I think I interviewed the actual Arizona Cardinal.
He's quite quiet, I heard. The Old Spice guy. Remember we got offered the Old Spice guy one year.
You remember one year in Miami, I said, hey, we're only doing big name guests on Radio Row. We're not doing this superfluous filler stuff. Even if we just do segments where we're talking amongst ourselves, we're doing A-list guests and that it. We're not going to get caught up in this, Joe Schmo's available. And then 2:25 on that Monday. Do you remember who we had on?
No.
Donovan Campbell.
DC. My man.
Now, I love Donovan Campbell, but it took me 25 minutes, day one of the Super Bowl. Donovan's not A-list. I'm talking Super Bowl Radio Row A-list.
In Miami
Media A-list, he's A-list.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl Radio Row, Donovan Campbell.
Yeah.
His only interview opportunities were us.
Then we do Marv Levy.
No. Marv Levy.
Yeah. Or no, the media guy that passed.
John
Clayton?
Clayton. Yeah, we definitely had Clayton.
We had John Clayton on for an hour. John Clayton was a cool dude. Surprising.
Yeah, well, he used to come out with us on the radio show too, but he was doing his Seattle radio show. He was parked right next to us. He was at the table right next to us.
I liked old John.
Marv Levy was the Bills head coach, and he's still alive.
He gave me a box. He sent me a box of wine. I thought he was BSing me.
Marv Levy?
Marv Levy had a wine. I don't know, does still. I don't know, but he was making wine. And I talked to him for a second in Miami Super Bowl, and he was like, "Hey, well, give me your address, and I'll send you a case." And that old bastard sent me a case.
How about that?
More of a Steve Levy guy.
Steve Levy.
I don't know who that is.
ESPN.
You're gonna go to do any sightseeing in San Francisco, Crowder? You're gonna go to what's the bridge? They have the bridge.
They got the
What else they
Golden
have?
Gate
No.
Bridge. You know what they have in San Francisco? It's the world's windiest street, Lombard Street.
That's right. That's right. Everybody takes the
No.
picture.
Yeah.
That seems
I don't
like
do that garbage.
Hoch, correct me if I'm wrong. It just seems like a ridiculous use or like poorly planned street planning, in my opinion. Like, why not just make the road straight?
This is real. I actually look at this now, living in South Florida. 75 and 95, the turnpike goes south-north. The other roads go between them, east-west. It's a grid.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest. It's some dumb cities out there. Atlanta's a dumb city. Who puts a circle around a city and now all the other roads have to circle around the circle? As I looked, San Francisco has terrible planning. South Florida has amazing city planning.
I think it's probably dictated by the environment and the geographical layout. I can't imagine that an architect or a city planner comes up with the idea of creating the world's windiest street.
Nobody wants to get on Piggle Wiggle Street.
Lombard Street.
I'm not going. I've done the
You're gonna
Chicago.
go to
I've
Giardelli?
done the Chicago.
Get some ice cream, some
bean. I'm
chocolate,
not going.
Giardelli. That's San Francisco.
I already ate enough candy on the plane. My diabetes is acting up.
Lombard Street in San Francisco, famously curvy, featuring 8 sharp hairpin turns on a single block because it was redesigned in 1922 to make a dangerously steep 27-degree natural grade passable for early automobiles and safer for pedestrians. So it was incredibly steep. They didn't have the technology back in the days. The cars, obviously, were not automatic, so you're shifting gears. So instead of having a 27-degree natural grade, they just made it windy in order to lessen the steepage.
Waste of resources. First of all, it's not even curvy. That's putting it lightly. It's crooked. That's a crooked ass street. It's a
But it was
joke.
this is over 100 years ago that they did this.
Hoch, they built the pyramids 10,000 years ago. You're telling me these engineers in San Fran couldn't stop smoking a pipe and figure out how to build a street properly? I mean, the people that live there, I feel bad for the residents that live on Lombard Street. It's just nonstop cars and honking and tourists everywhere. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Well, people in Egypt were Africans.
Well, they still are Africans.
That's why they were more efficient.
Okay.
You know Egypt's in Africa, yeah?
I do. I've been.
I'm just checking. You said they were.
Went to that little dirty ass city. Get out of here. see the pyramids and then buy a pyramid and see a stray dog. I don't want to go.
All right. The Ravens, they are hiring Anthony Weaver as their DC. So, Weaves, we bid you bon voyage.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk that Anthony Weaver was going to be the Dolphins head coach. I mean, halfway through the season. I don't know if his tenure was that great here, was it?
No, he was the.
He seems like a leader of men. Like he looks like a leader of men. And when you would compare and contrast Mike McDaniel to Anthony Weaver, Weaver stuck out as a guy who could lead a team that looked like it was in disarray at the beginning of the season. But I don't know if he was someone who I would consider just a brilliant coordinator.
When there's a lack of head coaches in the world, you have to find the next DC or next OC. That's what everybody's doing right now. Mike McDonald with the Seahawks. Nobody knew who Mike McDonald was. He was a defensive coordinator, and he ended up taking his team to the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel was the next thing. He had a little more cachet because he played and everybody knew his name. But no, Anthony Weaver's, he's going to be in the head coaching cycle moving forward.
No doubt. I'm just saying his tenure in Miami.
No.
Did you say to yourself, like, oh, my God, that guy is the next great thing?
No. He had a top 10 defense. he did the best with what he had. But all these coaches, nobody knew Liam Cohen with the Jags were going to take him to 12-5. Like, it's all a toss up. And if you hire Anthony Weaver, it'd be the same toss up.
Coming off of last year, he was hyped. Hawk, like, to answer your question,
Yep.
because the Dolphins had a top 10 defense and people just felt like it wasn't really great in terms of personnel outside of Jalen Ramsey and some of the pass rushers who were hurt. Don't forget, Bradley Chubb didn't take a snap last year. But this year, I mean, considering the amount of guys that you had on that defensive front and how bad they were to start the season, it wasn't until the second half of the year that the Dolphins finally started to kind of change things. His stock fell tremendously, like generational fall off, because he would have been a head coach in this cycle if the Dolphins defense wasn't terrible.
I mean, that Indianapolis game, week 1, how many points they give up?
33.
The Panthers, they'll play the Sabres tonight, 7 p.m. at the Amerant Bank Arena. Brad Marchand and Anton Lundell remain out, and they're day-to-day, according to Paul Maurice.
We're going to be live at the Amerant Bank Arena on Wednesday. Crowder will not be there. He's in San Francisco, but hopefully he'll be able to make it through the earthquake. Keep your head on a swivel.
Man, I'm going to fall down one of these damn hills for an earthquake hit.
I will be at the Amerant Bank Arena on Wednesday.
1 year from today, a year ago today, Luka Doncic was traded from Dallas to the Los Angeles Lakers.
I mean, crazy. That will go down in history as maybe the worst trade of all time.
Has old boy got a job yet? What's his name?
Oh, stop it. Nico Harrison?
He's a visionary, Hawk. You got to hire a
Who
visionary.
on earth is going to give him a job?
Yeah, you're right.
Stephen Ross. That's who. Stephen Ross would find a spot for him.
If you can remember his name.
Clever.
Jimbo, you got your hats back on with them long.
Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he?
The bill is too long.
Nah, looks good. You wear that because it was cold out, Jimmy? You want to keep the heat in?
Got to keep my head warm.
Yeah, I like it.
You like Smalls off Sandlot, bro. I don't know why your bills look so long.
The reserves were announced for the All-Star game, and the trade deadline is this week. We might be preparing for a Super Bowl and maybe celebrating Giannis Antetokounmpo joining the Miami Heat via trade.
Hey, there is some Heat news. Terry Rozier's salary, which had been held in escrow since December, will be released after an arbitrator ruled in favor of the Miami Heat guard, who is charged in a federal gambling probe. That is per David Payne Purdom, who writes about gambling for ESPN.
So he gets paid or the Heat get money back?
No, he gets his money.
Oh, man. I'm not concerned with Terry Rozier's grocery bills.
But that might be good for the Heat in terms of a trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo if the NBA allows Terry Rozier to be traded, which, again, there's still no official update on. The Heat are operating under the assumption that they'll be able to trade Terry Rozier, but having his salary in a trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo allows the salaries to match for the Heat, and a team like the Bucks would welcome that salary because it's off the books at the end of the year. That's $25+ million that in cap that they would have off the books. So that's kind of good news for the Miami Heat.
Oh, okay. I like it.
But again, that's if the NBA allows him to be traded. Unless I'm missing something, I don't know if you guys have seen anything different. There's been no official word from the NBA. I think the Heat are just assuming, okay, well, if he's going to get paid and they haven't told us that we can't trade him, then we can trade him.
But what happens if they trade him to match salaries, and then the NBA rules a year later, here's the compensation due in exchange for Terry Rozier? Do the Bucks get it?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, Hawk. I would imagine it would still be the Heat because it was the Heat who used draft capital to trade for him.
Right, but now you've received something in return for him.
Right, but the pick that you sent to Charlotte is still in Charlotte.
Understood, but you received an asset, which was Terry Rozier, and then you used that asset.
Yeah, it's a fair question. It's a fair question, but I would argue
because the NBA might be waiting for that to happen. It takes them off the hook. Hey, we can't give you anything compensatory because you've used that asset now.
Yeah. And the Heat would argue, why did it take you this long to figure out some sort of solution? You know, why did it take you
the
over
league has never done the Heat any favors, let's be honest.
And the league would also say this is unprecedented territory.
Right.
We were really doing our due diligence.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the update. Trade deadline is coming up, and I was going to wait till next hour, but there was an update from Shams this morning, and it's not really an update. Like, it's kind of along the lines of the same things we've been seeing, which is that the Heat, Minnesota, New York, and Golden State have emerged as the most serious suitors. We kind of knew that. Brian Windhorst today said that the Knicks are no longer aggressively pursuing Giannis because, quote, they love their team, but we all know that really just means the Knicks know there's no way that they're going to beat any of the current reported offers unless they drastically change up their roster. That's trade OG Anunoby for multiple firsts, Mikal Bridges. Like, they would really have to rehaul everything to pair Brunson and Giannis, which they're likely not going to do. And Wendy also reported Minnesota's offer does not outweigh the other offers that are reportedly on the table from Golden State and Miami.
Hey man, have y'all noticed that Shams is a little more trigger happy than Woj was?
Shams is a little more trigger happy than Woj.
He wants to put out 17 texts a day. Woj would wait until something happened. Shams taking over.
I think Woj was out there as well. I think that's why Woj gave it up. He was tired of tweeting so much.
But Shams will text out somebody was thinking about leaving. Like, he goes deep into the archives of life.
You just got to be an agent who's willing to play ball with Shams. He's ready. He's ready to tweet out your agency.
Be ready to play ball with him.
Shams about to be garbage in that celebrity game. Watch.
All right, that dude's got handles.
Watch. Garbage. Glorilla gonna lock him up.
All right, your weather in South Florida right now, it is currently in Miami. It's currently 58 degrees. Tonight, the lows will get into the upper 30s once again. So get ready for another frigid night.
Keep the heat on, man. So you smelled that burning smell, Solana, when you turned the heat on?
I turned on my heater because here's the problem. I'm leaving for the day. My dog's at home. It's 58 degrees in my house. It's too cold.
He has hair.
It's too cold.
Well, first of all, he has fur. And second of all, yeah, I know, but it's still cold. Like, my dog, who has only lived in South Florida his entire life, isn't used to a home that's 50 degrees. It's all tile inside. He's just not used to it.
He'll make it.
Maybe he won't.
He's worried about the floor conditions. The floor makes him...
The temperature in the home of which he resides in? Yes, Crowder. I'm worried about him being too cold.
There's a little overweight, obese tail to jump on the couch or something.
So I turn on the heater, and Hoch, within 6 seconds, I start smelling smoke, and now I'm panicking.
Well, you don't smell smoke. You smell burning.
Burning, correct. And now I'm panicking. And then the alarms go off. The fire alarms start going off. So now I'm really panicking. So I turn off the heater, and I'm Googling, like, what to do. Is my house on fire? Are my vents on fire? There's just so many things processing through my head.
You Googled, is my house on fire?
What did they say?
Conflicting results on that one. Turns out there's just some dust in the vent, which will burn.
Yes, it burns off when you turn the heater on because it hasn't been used in eons. And so the dust which accumulates there burns off.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I wasn't aware. I've never turned on my heater before, ever.
No, I mean, that would happen every year, even in Chicago. You know, you'd go through the whole summer, and then when you'd get to winter and you'd have to turn the heater on for the first time and get that burning smell.
Your electric is about to be sky high this month.
We had to turn it on. We got back from Naples. yesterday, and we tried, man. The house was bone chilly. But Lori and I tried. I said, no, we'll be fine. And we're sitting on the couch, watching the Bulls game started at 6. We're under 3 blankets. We got socks on. I got the blankets up to my neck. I got my arms underneath the blankets, and she's cold. And we've never used the heater in this apartment. We've been here just a couple of years. And I turned it on downstairs. We have a heater downstairs. We have one upstairs. Turn it on downstairs. Nothing. I'm holding my hand up to the vent. Like, this isn't hot air. Like, there's no chance the heater was working, and the temperature never seemed to get any higher. So I did turn it on upstairs where we sleep, and that seemed to be working because it went when I got it up to 72. I'd set it to 72. I was like, that seems like it would be at least not bone-chillingly cold.
Well, we were in Santa Maria Island, right outside of Bradenton and that, South Tampa area. And it got cold Saturday night. And we were watching 11/22/63, the JFK thing. Have you seen that on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
It's like a guy goes back in time and tries to stop JFK from getting assassinated. It's a pretty good little show. It's like 7 episodes. It's a little mini series. And the kids are there and the house starts cooling down because it's freezing. It's freezing outside. So Asian me go in the room. We say it's pretty cold in here. And I said, well, I know when we're hot. It's whoopee time.
Well, I don't know if that helps the kids.
They got to deal with life over there on the other side of the house. I could warm you up.
I'll pass.
I'm not gonna warm you up. I was
You
talking
just
to
offered.
I was talking to Asia. I was still in Naples or wherever. We were still in Bradenton.
Because we spent the night in Naples Saturday night, and I'm like, I said to her, I'm not putting the heater on in a hotel room. Because a hotel room, who knows? You don't know when the last time it's been used. Like, I don't want to deal with the burning smell in a hotel room, and like, just put a bunch of covers on the bed. We'll be fine.
That's when the whoopee happened.
No, I was weighed down by all the covers. Had no flow.
So when's the whoopee coming in your story?
Let's see. Saturday. Let me carry the 3. We go January, December, November. I'll tell you in the next segment. I gotta look at my calendar.
Yeah. It does make you wonder how the Inuit reproduce, doesn't it?
How they make children?
It's cold, man. Way too cold.
I really, no joke even. I don't feel like doing anything when it's this cold. I have no idea how I lived in Chicago for 17 years of my life.
Nope. I could live in a trash can like Oscar the Grouch. Somebody gets in that trash can with me, we about to get some whoopee going on.
That's your weather.
We're going to play a little Who Got Funky in the next segment, figure out who got funky over the weekend. We know Crowder did. We're going to find out who got funky over the weekend. We'll do that in the next segment.
We know that anniversaries are very special, and my friends over at Ed Morris are celebrating the 80th year in business at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. My buddy over there, the GM, Chris Atkins, his team, Teddy Morris, everybody over there at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, they're commemorating the occasion by giving special deals to their customers because that's all they do. That's all they've done for 80 years, and they're watching out for you on these beautiful Cadillacs. And right now, you got to go look at these electric cars. My wife has an IQ. Right now, the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic is just $349 a month. And the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics is only $369 a month. Ed Morris has been family-owned and operated for 80 years now, so they know how to take care of their customers, and that's why they're celebrating their success with giving us more deals. Don't miss out on these anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They are the 6-time dealer of the year off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you got to be backed by Morris. My entire driveway is backed by Morris. from the trade-in to the sale to the lease. After you get the vehicle, the service department, everybody's amazing there. I'm telling you, it's a different feeling to be backed by Moores. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Who would be interested in Abuela Danger?
Today's topic
Dig it. Cooling at a bar, and I'm looking for some action.
Little funky cold Medina, because we're about to get funky. I gotta ask, and I'm probably gonna regret this, but Solana Crowder during the break texted us the music video for Kate Bush's "Running Up That Hill," which peaked in popularity really in like 1986, 1985 when I was in high school, but then had this resurgence a couple years ago in what I consider to be the greatest scene in Stranger Things history. To me, the Running Up That Hill scene was the greatest scene in that series, and that was a couple years ago, and we've played the song a million times because of it. In fact, I believe we gave it to DBJ. Crowder texted it just now and said, "Play this song, Jimmy, it's a banger." So where did you discover Running Up That Hill?
At my daughter's basketball game during timeouts, they play music, and they played it, and I was like, "That's a cool song." Like, you tell it's old. I was like, "Man, that's a pretty cool song." And they were, and my agent kind of told me, she's like, "This is old as hell. This is probably our age." And I was like, "I've never heard it." But I have heard it because you said we played it on the show 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But the lead up to it, we played. I don't know if we play the chorus, but like the lead up and the build up to the song. Yeah. I was like, this is a pretty cool song.
I know when Crowder likes a song, he listens to it 1,000 times in a row.
Yeah. Oh, I listened to that thing on the plane.
Yeah.
And running up that road, and running up that hill. I don't know what is she talking about.
Running Up a Hill? I don't know.
It's a workout song. She's working out. Like, I thought it had more meaning, but I can't figure it out.
All right, do we have a big open for Who Got Funky, Jimmy?
We sure do. Do I play it?
Gotta let it sit there just a little bit longer. I did that last week. Remember, I gave you a lesson last week. Just let it sit there a little longer. Yes, play it, please, Jimmy.
Okay, no problem.
Yo, E, what you want to do now, man? Yo, whatever it is, it's just got to be funky.
Funky.
I can't get enough of that funky stuff. You know it's funky, because you heard it from here, see.
Who got funky?
On Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I just realized why you changed the end with Hoch, Crowder, and Solana to the football voice guy. It's because the original thing just says with Hoch and Crowder.
No,
it was funny because I had it in my head. I was thinking, it didn't dawn on me before, but as it was playing, I said to myself, you know what? I think this one needs to be updated and put Solana's name in. But then there's that jarring change of voice.
It sounds better.
Then what?
No, that's just for football season. That's strictly for football season. Incorporated.
Gotcha. So next week it'll be completely redone.
Maybe.
It's like such a pleasant intro. With Hoch, Crowder, and Solana. Who Got Funky? Brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery, and they had their Maple Bacon Coffee Porter Festival on Saturday, a smashing success. Tonight at Funky Buddha, trivia with Dan Day.
Yes.
Go there tonight. Last week when I was there for trivia, there was a proposal. Someone proposed to their girlfriend. So who knows what'll happen tonight at the tap room in Oakland Park. So for me, this weekend, and this probably goes without saying, especially if you follow me on social media, Frank Caliendo got funky. He had 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, and all 4 shows were sold out. And we went to see him the final show, the late show on Saturday. Me and Lori and a couple of friends drove over to Naples, and he was brilliant. He is, I marvel whether I've told you, Crowder, whether it's someone who can tell a story, give a speech, anyone that can control a crowd. I love that. To be able to control a crowd for a long period of time. And Caliendo does over an hour. From the moment he steps on stage till the moment he steps off, he is in full command of that room. And I marvel at that ability, but he was so good. In fact, I got even a new impression. I'd never heard him do Liam Neeson before. And he does a bit about Taken and Liam Neeson that was funny. It was completely brand new to me. Had no idea. But Frank Caliendo, he got funky this weekend. He's at Radio Row this week. He's going to be doing a lot of media this week. And he was just fantastic on Saturday night. So go see him live if you get a chance. He's touring all over. FrankOnStage.com if you want to see what cities he's coming to.
Have you seen
Funky.
Naked Gun? You seen
Say
Naked
again?
Gun? Naked Gun with Liam Neeson?
With Liam Neeson, yeah.
When he's Frank Drebin Jr.?
Yep.
It's pretty good. I didn't know he had that in him.
Surprisingly funny, right? I didn't think it was going to hold a candle to the original Naked Gun, and it was surprisingly entertaining.
It's a line in there. I won't say it, but it made everybody on the plane look at me crazy because I fell out laughing so hard. And I don't even laugh like that for nothing. You know what got funky to me?
Ooh.
Christian Coleman.
Who?
Sha'Carri Richardson's boyfriend. When she got pulled over for going 104 and a 65 and she's about to get arrested, he pulled over too. It's not a positive funky, it's a negative funky. Why does everybody have to go to jail, Christian? She's flying down the highway, beeping at people, telling people to pull over. Why do you pull over too?
So he was driving behind her or ahead of her?
She was in an Aston Martin. He was in a Jeep Wrangler or something. And she's flying down the highway at over 100 miles per hour. He's behind
I saw
her.
that. I saw the arrest video.
The cop pulls her over. He pulls up behind the cop. He's policing the police with his girlfriend. The craziest thing, I don't know if it's funky, but it's just weird to me. After I read the story, I was like, what the hell are you doing, Christian? She has a bigger track career.
You can't just leave her there, though. If she knows you're behind her, you can't just drive past her.
Meet her at the Piccadilly at the next exit. I'm out of there, Hawk. My wife gets pulled over. I'm gonna pull over the police. I'm pulling up behind the police to pull her over and start arguing with them. We gotta go. We'll figure this out later. I got bail money. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. He got funky with that one.
Funky.
Jimmy, who got funky this weekend?
Bad Bunny. He
Bad
won.
Bunny was on the Grammys. He won. He won everything, right?
He won 3 Grammys. He won Album of the Year and Best Urban Album and Best Global Music Performance.
I didn't know you were a Bad Bunny fan, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Big
big fan.
No idea.
What's your favorite song?
Which one?
Well, that was what he was asking you.
What's your favorite song?
Probably the new one that came out with that he won for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
You got the
The
new
new
one.
award-winning one.
New one.
Yeah.
Award-winning one. Solana, and keep it to one.
Funky.
Who got funky this weekend?
Nah, I'm with you, Hawk. Because Pella Larson really had an epic weekend.
All
But
right, so it's
Yuki
Pella?
Kawamura winning that jump ball. You saw that against
Man, I am
Gaz.
a Yuki stan, man.
Yeah, me
I
too, Yuki.
love Yuki.
It could be Yuki, but the Lightning showing up to the Winter Classic in the creamsicle jerseys.
Did you see how that game played out?
Fire.
Tampa in the outdoor classic yesterday, which was so cold that they had to heat the ice. Did you know this? They had to heat the ice from underneath because it was a danger. It was so cold outside in Tampa that the ice was going to crack. Wow. Anyway, they were down 5-1 to the Bruins and came back and won in a shootout. And there was an outdoor goalie fight.
Goalie fight, man. That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Goalie's getting spicy. I like it.
But none of those are my who got funky because nobody deserves it more than Carlitos Alcaraz, the Spaniard winning the Australian Open men's single final defeated that bum Novak Djokovic. Can't believe I
Here we go.
tried to celebrate him on Friday. And guys, he completed the career Grand Slam at 22 years old. That's never happened before. The youngest man to win slams on all surfaces, and now the youngest man player to win in tennis history and complete the career Grand Slam. Unbelievable. He has entered GOAT territory at 22 years old. Carlos Alcaraz got funky.
So I just want to make sure, because I remember some of it from Friday before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Carlos Alcaraz beat what you told us just a couple days ago was the greatest athlete of all time.
Novak Djokovic belongs in the conversation for the greatest athlete of all time.
And after you said that, he went out and lost that weekend
to a 22-year-old, a 39-year-old in the Australian Open, a slam final. That in itself, beating the world's number 2 player, is an unbelievable feat. It doesn't happen.
So the GOAT. Now Alcaraz is the GOAT. You're confusing with this tennis stuff.
Will have the potential to surpass Novak if he has a career like
you
Novak.
You just told us Jovic is Michael Jordan.
Djokovic, he's got 24 slams, the most ever, and he's 39 years old competing with the next
sounds
two
to
greats.
me like you waited a long time to dub him a great athlete. Seems like everyone else knew this. And then it seems like by the time you got there, he's already on the downslide.
Jordan with the Hornets.
Right. This is a guy who, is hosting a radio show, and Jordan's playing for the Hornets, and he goes, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. Michael Jordan might be the best ever to play basketball. But everyone seemingly had known that, and you only pointed it out when he was actually starting to get worse.
Jordan never made a final with the Hornets or with the Wizards. Novak was in the final. He won a semifinal to make it to the final. He deserved his flowers the other day, as much as it pained me. And you guys want to downplay greatness. That's fine. That's on you. That's on you. I'm bringing it to your attention as a true sports fan. You guys want to downplay that. That's fine.
Who'd he beat? Sinner? The little boy with the Mars Attacks head?
Yeah, Yannick Sinner. Great call.
So, Jimmy, I just want to double check. It's the most recent song that's your favorite?
Yeah, the most recent song.
All right.
I don't know the name of it, but it's the most recent song.
The most recent one, though. You know it when you hear it.
Yeah, you'll know when you hear it.
All right. No, you'll know it when you hear it. I'm not going to know it when I hear it.
Maybe.
Will you know it when I hear it? Anyway, there you go. Who Got Funky? Brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery.
Jimmy, what were you about to look up when he asked you, would you know it if I hear it?
I was going to look up anything.
You grabbed the mouse. I said, what?
Solana Googled, is my house on fire? When he thought his house was on fire. So whatever Jimmy would look up pales in comparison to that. All right, 4 o'clock hour is coming up. Will Manso is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. Championship Meet Energy is nonstop at Gulfstream Park with live racing every Thursday through Sunday with featured stakes races on Saturdays. Gulfstream Park offers the hottest slots and electronic table games and combines the excitement of casino gaming with the thrill of thoroughbred racing in one electrifying destination. There's always so much going on at Gulfstream. Celebrate Valentine's Day at the track with a festive brunch in 10 Palms. That'll be on Saturday the 14th and Sunday the 15th. Enjoy a premium buffet with heart-shaped brunch fare, fresh seafood, an omelet station, and more. There's a balloon wall backdrop and a free photo booth to commemorate the day. Brunch purchase includes a complimentary mimosa. Reservations are recommended, and you can get all that info at GulfstreamPark.com. The Fountain of Youth Stakes is coming up Saturday, February 28th. Tickets are on sale now. February 28th is also the next taste at the track. This time it's bourbon and barbecue. You want to secure your tickets for that. Experience a unique experience while you enjoy and watch and wager on the Fountain of Youth. The 75th running of the Curlin Florida Derby, South Florida's biggest race day of the year, is Saturday, March 28th. Tickets will go on sale soon. I will keep you abreast of that. You can get all the info. You can get tickets. You can make reservations. You can see all the daily race entries at GulfstreamPark.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'd like to officially go on record. I am wearing underwear today.
Four p.m. and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and Moore, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. For Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana, get ready for some more.
All right, 4 o'clock hour here on Hochman, Crowder, and Solano. Starting a little bit late, and I want to jump into it because Will Manso is going to join us, and we're going to talk some Heat with him, although I'll give you technically 15 minutes of Heat here, sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. We had talked at the beginning of the show about how putrid the Bulls looked last night and how good subsequently the Heat looked last night. Someone had emailed Ira in the Sun Sentinel, how does the team bottle that? Sunday showed so many good things, and now they're undefeated in February. Oh, and by the way, speaking of February, some people on the chat at the beginning of the show said, cannot believe you have not even mentioned February on the first show of February. We have not even mentioned February on the first show of February.
No need to, because don't forget, in my contract, after you put my name on the show, it very clearly states February is gone. That audio is done with, and it no longer.
The contract clearly states that in February you're gone. I think you read it wrong.
I didn't sign off on that, Solana.
Not in my contract.
Maybe we'll have time to celebrate February at some point this month. It is a tradition. Ira says yes. Well, yes.
What do you say?
So far undefeated in February.
Say yes.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
All right, Jimmy, let's play the February segment without any further ado. No, I'm teasing, Jimmy. Ira says this. Deep breath. The Bulls are not good. And without Josh Giddey, they are very not good. As with any individual game, perspective is needed. The reality is the Heat should have taken all 3 from Chicago. Another reality is their last 4 victories have included 2 against Chicago, 1 against a Suns team lacking Devin Booker, and 1 against a Jazz team needing to lose due to draft pick protections. So, yes, Ira says, enjoy Sunday for what it was, but consistency very much remains an abstract along this ride. Who do the Heat have coming up, Solana? I don't know.
They have the Hawks tomorrow. And then they'll play the Celtics. But according to, that website Tankathon, that it updates you constantly on what the NBA draft rankings are.
Yeah.
Right. According to Tankathon, the Heat have the easiest remaining schedule in terms of strength of schedule left in the league. They've got to play the Wizards 4 times. Like they have a lot of opponents that, quote unquote, they should beat when you consider their record against non-playoff teams is well above 500, and their record against teams currently in a playoff position is below 500. But as Ira points out there, and as Coach Spo has repeated several times, like consistency is something they lack, which is why in third quarters they have like the 5th worst net rating in third quarters, and they're consistently blown out in those periods. They're not consistent. So in theory, yeah, they should climb the rankings. They'll have the opportunity to climb out of a play-in tournament if things stay as they are.
I'm looking
right
at it now. So they're the 7 seed right now. The Sixers are a game and a half ahead of them in the 6th seed.
Who will be without Paul George for 25 games.
The Magic are right behind them, half game behind them in the 8th seed. The Bulls are 2.5 games behind them in the 9th seed, and then Atlanta, who they play tomorrow.
But the Magic own the tiebreaker against Miami, and the Heat have played one more game than the Magic. So if the Magic, for example, if the Magic play tonight, I'll look up their schedule, but if the Magic play tonight and they win, they jump Miami because they have the tiebreaker over the Heat. They beat them 4 times. They still play one more, but they've beaten them 4 times. So in order for the Heat, and this could very well happen, Hawk, The Heat could be the 7th seed. The Magic could be the 6th seed with the same record. So in order for Miami to be above the Orlando Magic in the standings, they'll have to end with a better record than Orlando. They'll play the Sixers a ton of times coming up. I think 2 more times. They've only played them once. And the Raptors and Cavaliers, I mean, they've been good. They're not great, though. So you could see a scenario where one of those 2 teams drops in terms of form. But again, like, do you trust this team to consistently beat the teams they're supposed to? No, you don't.
And that word consistency, isn't that on the players? Because, like, Khalil Ware, 8 for 15, 17 points. Pelle Larsson scored 20. But I looked it up because I knew he didn't miss many. He was 8 for 11. Like, they can't do that. Like, the word consistency is on the players taking the shots. There aren't less shots. They just have to hit their damn shots, and they're not Pelle Larson's not an 8 for 11 player. I'll tell you.
I don't know anymore, Crowder.
I'm
8
for 11, bro.
There was another Ask Ira today. I didn't read it to you, but it was essentially, hey, slow your roll, everybody, on Pelle Larsson. Hold on, let me find it.
8 for 11, Solana. That's Steph Curry numbers.
Steph Curry would take 11 threes in a game. Pella's been wildly efficient, but you're right, Crowder. Like, they're not playing offense through Pella. He's a supporting player who right now has elevated his game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the night before against the Bulls, they went 13 of 48 from 3, and Chicago went 20 of 40. Like, yeah, their shots just didn't go in on Saturday. But the most important factor is lack of consistency of available bodies. Norm missed the last 2 games for personal reasons. Tyler's missed 42 of the first 53 games, or 41 of the first 52 games. He's only played in 11. Davion's been out. Like, they can't stay healthy.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. The consistency is on health, is what you're saying. I'm saying the consistency on the players being consistent night in and night out.
That too.
Wait a second. Now I got to bring it up on my phone because it just signed me out of the Sun Sentinel on the computer. I don't have the wherewithal to sign back in.
Bro,
Bam got the 20. That's good.
Oh,
I bet it's under.
Bam has been Bam got the 20, Crowder, in the first half. Like, they didn't. These guys didn't even have to play in the second half. Pella outscored or had the same amount of points as the Bulls in the first quarter. Literally,
Did you see the game last night, Crowder? Because I didn't see Saturday night's game because I was at Caliendo, but I did see last night's game. Tell them what the Bulls were shooting from 3.
Last night, the Bulls went. I have the wrong box score. The Bulls went
4 or 6
of 41. That's 14% from 3.
Man, come on, man.
I mean, that's shocking.
That's not shocking, because Buzelis was on the team.
Buzelis, did you see him on Saturday night?
I saw him last night.
1 of 7
on Saturday night.
1 of 7, 2 points last night. 0 of 5 from 3.
He was tired from Saturday night. Listen, you have that game on Saturday night and go out in South Beach, you're going to be tired the next day because that dude was an all-star on South Beach Saturday night.
Can't play back-to-back. South Beach flew.
He went back-to-back, but it was Saturday night on South Beach. This is what somebody emailed Ira. Pelle Larsson is a keeper. And Ira says, sure, but only to a degree. You can't get too caught up in elite role players in a league where it's all about superstars. Put it this way. You can't make a Pelle Larsson a make-or-break piece when it comes to the opportunity to trade for an elite player in the Giannis class. Yes, the last 2 games have been very impressive, and there is very much a place for the savvy Swede in this rotation, if not this starting lineup. But if he can close a Giannis deal, well, then thank you for your service.
Yeah.
No one would disagree with that, right?
No. Well, there are people. Like, I have one of my buddies, Will, was texting me this morning, how do you not value Pella? And I'm like, well, you're not paying attention. I think everybody values Pella. But if he's the difference between you landing Giannis Antetokounmpo or not, I don't think you hesitate. And I love Pella. You guys know I've been championing Pella since last year. But, Hoch, here's where it gets complicated for the Heat. Because we're here saying everything but Bam, right? We're all like, everything but Bam, everything but Bam. What if the Bucks tell you, okay, we want Khalil Ware, we want Tyler Hero, we want Jaime Jaquez Jr., we want Kasper Siakam-Chonis, we want Pelle Larsson. Literally your 5 most prized, quote unquote, young assets. Tyler's a young, not really, but you know what I mean. Plus your picks, plus 4 pick swaps. I mean, you are literally giving up everything for Giannis Antetokounmpo when other offers on the table, the one from Golden State that everybody thinks is so much better, isn't even close to that much. So if you're the Heat, it's like you're being bamboozled by the Bucks because they're showing
You
their
end
hand.
up with Giannis, and you don't have to give up Bam. You are not being bamboozled.
Okay,
And you're saying their prized possession. Their prized possessions on a 500 team.
that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. But
Remember
but
the
guys
Bulls?
like
The
Pelle
Bulls
Larson,
did not trade for Kobe Bryant because they didn't want to give up Luol Deng.
Mm.
There's myriad examples of teams, the Heat included, who have passed on deals because they wanted to keep someone because they saw potential. And for me, Giannis is one of the elite superstars who you say whatever it takes. And again, you know me, I throw Bam into that as well. If you could get Giannis and you have to part with Bam for some way, I'm okay with that if you end up with Giannis. Not that I want to, I'm just telling you, to bring Giannis to the Heat, I'm okay with anything and everything.
And the evaluation that Ira just gave to Pelle Larson, I think that's a Tyler Hero evaluation too.
Oh, 100%.
He's a good player. He's going to be in the league. He's good. He can start. He can score. Don't attach yourself to him and miss a whale because he's never going to be a whale.
No, I mean the Heat are trying like that. That's the pick. That's the guy you're trying.
That's
to
the featured guy. Yeah.
They're talking because there's
moving.
reports about from Shams that the Bucks were interested in a blue chip, and yeah, that's Khalil Ware, who people I told you on Friday, Crowder, like people think there's a lot of upside to Khalil Ware, even if he's not a superstar. He's in the Rising Stars game. He's a 7-footer. But Tyler Hero, that's somebody that even though his stock has fallen, there's value there. 26 years old. He was an all-star. There's value there.
Well, the problem is someone's going to have to give him a big contract. And the question is who wants to do that? His injury history is just such a red flag.
Yeah, I keep him around for the rest of his life for $8 million a year.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I saw Cleveland's getting ready to move on from Max Strus.
They made a weird trade. You saw that trade? Like,
well, that's one of the
Saturday
reasons
night?
that they say that they're getting rid of Max Strus because of who they brought in.
Yeah, Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. No, they're just trying to shake it up. They're just trying to shake it up because, bro, they're 30 and 21. They're the 5 seed. They're supposed to be a 1 or 2 seed.
Yeah.
This
In an
year.
easy East.
Right.
Let's do a quick look at the headlines because I want to have enough time with Will Manso this hour. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Just a couple local things I haven't gotten to. The Canes, their basketball team, they did lose to Cal 86-85 on Saturday. They're off until next Saturday. They'll be at Boston College. Los Marlins are leaving FanDuel Sports Network. We knew that. They're moving to a MLB-owned platform along with 5 other Major League Baseball teams.
So FanDuel Sports Network is on its last legs. It is not going to exist next season unless there is some white knight that comes in and gives them a massive infusion of cash. And so what ends up happening with the Heat is up in the air as well. But the Heat, from what I understand from Barry Jackson's reporting, have not even received their latest rights fees from FanDuel, even though FanDuel is saying we've got enough money to get through the season. Remember, the play-in tournament and the first round of the playoffs no longer on local regional sports networks.
Right.
Play-in tournament is Amazon and I guess TNT and NBC probably have round one. Regardless, this is what Barry Jackson wrote in the Miami Herald about the Marlins. The Marlins MLB media package on Comcast. I'm just trying to think because this gets so confusing. Under the new MLB media package, fans will be able to stream Marlins games on marlins.tv for an undetermined cost. Comcast, which is South Florida's largest cable provider, will air Marlins games on a channel with no content otherwise. That channel number has not yet been determined. Marlins games will also be available in South Florida for a charge through DirecTV's Extra Innings package that carries out-of-market games. Local blackout restrictions for Marlins games would be eliminated for that Extra Innings package. MLB Media also has a deal to stream Marlins games on Charter, Cox, and Fubo. Also, fans with a Marlins.tv subscription can watch Marlins games through the MLB.com app and online. Fans with an MLB TV subscription will need to replace that with a Marlins.tv subscription to watch Marlins games. Still to be resolved is whether Marlins games will air in homes with YouTube, Dish Network, or BreezeLine, which is another South Florida cable operator with significant penetration. The Marlins hope to have clarity on those three providers in the weeks ahead. The Marlins MLB media package on Comcast, MarlinsTV.com, DirecTV, and the aforementioned providers will include 157 or so games. 5 Marlins games will air exclusively on Peacock this season. Amazon has a deal to stream games on FanDuel networks, but the Marlins games will no longer be streamed on Amazon because the Marlins have terminated their relationship with FanDuel. You got that?
All I need is BreezeLine.
Well, no, they don't have a deal yet with BreezeLine.
Oh.
The hell's BreezeLine?
They have great penetration. That's all I heard.
That was good. That was a good memory of you. The word penetration jumped out of you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's been cold outside.
Yeah.
A lot of indoor activities.
Anyway, this is as herky-jerky as it sounds, this is the future of sports broadcast, which is there's going to be a lot of different ways to get the content locally because the regional sports networks model has bottomed out.
Yeah.
And it just isn't a viable business right now.
And the streaming stuff is like, I'm up here. I'm a big fan. I'm a South Florida guy, but I'm up here all week. I need to be able to watch my team wherever I am, and that's the streaming, that's the online, that's where it's going.
Sometimes though you can't if you're out of market. It's all very convoluted still.
Yeah.
Just go back to 8 channels. I just need 8 channels. That's it. I just want 8 channels.
Well, that was the whole
on my
idea
TV.
of a la carte. Like that was the whole idea of getting rid of cable, was that we all watch 8 channels and we don't need to be purchasing all these other channels. Somehow, can't imagine that this happened. The big companies figured out how to squeeze more money out of you, and you still only watch 8 channels.
I still got a cable box.
Really?
Yeah. I got
for you.
cable. Yeah, I got a bundle though. The cell phones, the house phone, cable. I got a bundle.
I got the DirecTV stream, and I watch HGTV.
Mm-hmm.
All I watch is House Hunters International, Beachfront Bargain Hunt, and they have a new one called Cheap Ass Beach Houses.
I
Cheap
like
ass?
cheap ass beach.
You seen that?
houses. Yeah, yeah.
It's a good show.
I like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like snarky. It's fun.
Yep.
It's titled Cheap Ass
Cheap
Beach
Ass.
Houses.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ass in the title, huh?
Yeah.
And it's like these little hillbilly cities, but they're on
Yeah.
the water, and you can get a nice house for cheap. But it's on the beach, right on the water.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince Asia to move, but she's not with it.
And I watch ESPN, TNT. It's the same channels I've been watching for 10 years. Reels.
Any channel with a sports game on it. Any game, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, you watch those. And then I still watch the movie channels. I still like to scroll movie channels.
So I do too. I get HBO and Stars. And then I always think to myself, why do I have Stars? The only thing I'm ever looking for is Goodfellas. They play it like every third night or so.
Yeah.
And last night, Uncut Gems was on. And I said, this is why I get Stars. Happy birthday, by the way, Julia
Fox.
Fox. How old is she today?
36 years old.
Wow. She was fantastic in that movie.
Julia,
I saw
Julia
Marty
Fox.
Supreme
How was it?
over the weekend. It is tremendous.
Box office success, Hoch. I told
If
you.
you're an Uncut Gems fan like I am, because it's made by one of the Safdie brothers. You will feel like you're watching Uncut Gems. Same score, I don't think I've ever seen Timothée Chalamet in anything. I didn't really know who he was. He was unbelievable.
He's great, man. He's awesome.
And the way that the Safdie brothers cast interesting people in their movies like Uncut Gems, Julia Fox had never acted before. The guy who's on the helicopter, he's just an actually strange guy who, they cast interesting people who are not necessarily actors. Because my son had told me, he's like, watch out for George Gervin. He's in the movie. I'm watching the movie. Sure as bleep, there's George Gervin. He's not an actor. He's the old NBA player, George Gervin, the Iceman.
Yeah.
He's in the movie?
He's in the movie.
That's
Tyler,
cool.
the creator's in the movie. They cast really interesting people in the movie. But George Gervin, that was like, and he's acting. He's not playing George Gervin. He's acting, and he's good.
I'm going to DM him.
You have George Gervin's number?
I'm going to DM the Slogan brothers.
The Safdie brothers?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm an interesting person.
Oh, you're saying to get into... Oh, you know who else is in the movie? Because remember in Uncut Gems, it was Mike Francesa, the radio host. In this movie, John Castimedes, who's the owner of WABC in New York, Sid Rosenberg's station. Like a wacky dude. And I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, man, that looks like John Castimedes. And it was. The way they cast people is fascinating. But I'm telling you, if you liked Uncut Gems... see Marty Supreme.
I'll check it out. Uncut Gems was a good movie. It was a good C+, but you make it an A+.
C+? Get out of here. C+. They don't show C+ movies on Stars.
Your weather. It's gorgeous outside. It really is. Upper 50s right now. It'll get a little colder later, but there is not a cloud in the sky. So enjoy it.
Will Manso is going to join us in the next segment. We can talk some Heat with him. They've got a special tonight on Local 10 for the Heat Gala. Some people say gala. I say gala. So Will Manso is going to join us in the next segment.
I'm not fooling with you today.
You are a 10-year-old. You are a 10-year-old.
You know what my 10-year-old self wants to do? I couldn't, but I can now. Is go to Tootsie's Cabaret. It is the largest strip club in the entire world. It's open every single day from noon to 6 a.m. That's 18 hours of food specials, $100 bottles, half-price drinks every single day till 8 p.m. They have delicious food, I'm telling you. It's not some dude back there with a frying pan. It is a full kitchen with lobster and steak and shrimp, all the stuff you love. I love the chicken wings, hot lemon pepper. They need to change it to the Crowder wings because I've been getting them there for 20 years, and I'm going to get them there for another 20 years. They have 2 levels of entertainment, complete restaurant, large sports bar in the back. They have pool tables, just a great time, 4 spacious, full liquor bars, and secure parking. Man, get to Tootsie's Cabaret. If you have a couple hours in the middle of the day, they're open at noon. You got a lunchtime, man, go grab you something to eat. Go over there. Watch the game, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, MMA, UFC. If any sporting event's going on, they have dozens of TVs everywhere. And when it goes to commercial, man, I'm telling you, there's going to be a beautiful entertainer on stage that will keep your attention throughout the commercial break, man. Head to Tootsie's Cabaret. They have it all, like I said, right by the Hard Rock Stadium. And going there for years, and I'm going to go there for another 2-3 decades because I know how to have a good time. When anybody comes in town, when I have a couple hours, I'm going to head to Tootsie's. You need to go to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My metabolic age is 15.
Yeah, well, your metabolic IQ is 15 as well.
Got what you
Oh, Crowder's finally getting his song, running up that hill, except Crowder's laying on the bed. I can see him in the hotel. Put his video up there. He just got up off the bed.
Sorry, though, because
sure
Will is maybe the world's biggest Stranger Things fan. So
Will loves Stranger Things, and Will loves 80s music, as do I. So he knows this song. This is your song, Crowder.
And running through that road, running through that town.
Will Crowder just found out about this song this weekend, and he asked me today, hey, can we play Running Up That Hill from this lady named Kate Bush? And I had to give him like a little lesson.
Oh, man. Will, she got something, Will. I don't know if you knew.
She does. Let me tell you something. She does. Let me tell you, back in the day, Kate Bush, and now I love the fact that Stranger Things like made it a hit again. So now it's like my kids love that song. So it makes me feel good that they actually enjoy a song I enjoyed in the 80s.
Yeah, it's such a good song. That's a legit banger. Will Manso is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, anchor on Local 10 WPLG here in Miami. Tonight is the Heat's annual gala to benefit the Miami Heat Charitable Fund, and Local 10 is broadcasting a special 8 to 9 p.m. from the white carpet. So are you going to wear a tuxedo, Will? Or is this going to look like a Grammys pre-show?
Okay, it is going to look like a Grammys pre-show. Listen, that my co-host, we got three crews here: Casey and Clay and Jason Carter and Alexis Frazier. They all look great. I've got a nice colorful suit but I've got a sweater on because I'm a wimp. So I have a sweater under because I'm freezing. It's not outdoors, but it's long. They set up like the parking garage, really nice with a white carpet, but the gate is open, so cold air is coming in. So I'm a wimp. So I have a sweater under my jacket, under like my suit jacket.
But Will, do you try to show out? Because we know Donovan Campbell. We know a lot of people like he wants to show out. He wants to be the baddest thing in the room. Do you try to be the baddest thing in the room?
First of all, Donovan there's no competition. In the sports realm of South Florida, everybody knows Donovan's the king of fashion. Like, you don't even try. Sometimes I'll go to an event, and not to like one-up Donovan, but I feel good. I'm like, man, I got a new suit. I've been working out. I feel like it's slim fit, Euro cut. I look good. And Donovan shows up in a green suit with loafers and no socks and like a gold belt. And I'm like, I can't. I lost. That's it. I can't keep up. So he always one-ups everybody.
He is put together like he just got that knack, man. He's
Well,
got that.
But he's built like Jiminy Cricket.
So you're gonna interview players and coaching staff as they walk in. Are there going to be features as well? Like, what's the vibe for the hour special tonight?
This is a full, it's a white carpet that they have because the theme is white hot because they're celebrating the 20-year anniversary of the 06 team. Tomorrow's the big celebration at the arena and the game against the Hawks. Well, tonight, the players, the entire team expected to be here. So we're going to see Shaq. We're going to see Wade, obviously Alonzo, UD, Gary Payton, go down, James Posey, Anton Walker. All those guys are going to be walking the white carpet along with Pat Riley and the current players. So they're just going to stop by our little station here. We're right in the front and have some fun, Q&A, talk about old memories, and it'll be a fun hour.
Will, who are you most excited to see from that 06 team? I've got my list here of guys I hope to see on your broadcast tonight. I'll be tuned in. Wayne Simeon, Michael Doliak, and Earl Barron. Any interest in those three, or are you just going to go with Shaq and Wade?
They're on the list. They will probably make television as they walk by the white carpet because we have a lot of respect and love those guys. Actually, of all things, I ran into Wayne Simeon at the Final Four a few years ago, and he looked great. It was great to see him. But it's probably going to be more Shaq, Wade, and Gary Payton and Jay Will and those guys. But those guys will be walking by and will wave, "Hey, we love you. Solana loves you." And then
any chance my guy Yuki will stop on by if Chicago hasn't flown out yet?
Listen, this guy, it's funny because he the one guy on the court that caught your attention this last couple of games was the shortest guy on the court. He looked like someone ran onto the court and took a basketball and wasn't supposed to be there, and security didn't notice the entire game. But the kid can play. He's listed generously at 5'7", I believe, is what they said.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's the shortest player in Bulls history. He's got to be close to one of the shortest players in NBA history, no?
What was Muggsy listed? 5'5"?
5'5", I think.
5'5", 5'6", somewhere. I mean, he can't be taller than that. I mean, I could not believe, but the way he plays, like he's like driving on guys that are 6'7", 6'8", and built like brick walls. And it was pretty unbelievable to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Driving and then kicking it out. He wasn't driving and going up to the back.
Yes, he was smart to stop at the wall and get an assist.
Put on your crystal ball next year at the gala. Will Giannis be walking in?
Well, first of all, you are in the center of the controversy that we just spent the last half hour at Local 10, whether we're going to call it a gala or a gala.
We've had this controversy as well on this show because Crowder laughs like an 11-year-old boy when I say gala, but that's the way I pronounce it.
Look, I'll ride with you wherever.
The proper way, apparently, is gala. But it is commonly used in Europe and some in the United States, gala. So we are going with gala just because we all feel comfortable saying it. Yes, tonight for the show. Now, if Pat Riley steps up to the mic when we interview him and he says, "Oh, this is a wonderful gala," then the rest of the night I'm calling it gala. I'm listening to Pat. But otherwise, it's gala. To answer your question about another Giannis, I will say this, guys. How many times have we had the Giannis conversation on this show? In the last 5-6 years, I would guess dozens, right? Every time that a name comes up in a whale, orca, salary cap space, off-season talk, it's always him. At some point, he's going to get traded, Mike. I don't think he's going to end his career in Milwaukee. That's become pretty clear. The Heat have positioned themselves to be the team ready for it. I think they've got all their assets that they've been saving the last few years laid out for it. I mean, it's now or never, right? It's you either get it done now or never. I want to be optimistic and say that, yeah, if he's going to be traded, they're the team that can pull it off. But that there's so many things that have to go into place from now to Thursday or now into the offseason. So I would hope if it means, step closer to the championship, but we had this discussion the other day, if whether it really does or doesn't, I'm in the belief that you get Giannis and you build around them with Bam and you figure out the rest.
And will we know about Pat and his whale hunting? Is there any other whales? John Morant's names come up, or is there any other things that can happen? Is it Giannis or nothing, or is there any other names that you really think could be on the Heat in 2 weeks?
I'll be honest with you, from a whale star perspective, I think it's Giannis or bust. Now, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't make a move for some sort of flexibility, getting draft picks, moving on from a contract, whether it's Wiggins or even Norman Powell, who's an all-star, but he's a free agent. There are things that I think they can do from now to Thursday that certainly are non-Giannis related, but I think everybody just right now cares about, are you going to get Giannis or not? And these guys know it. They don't talk about it. Obviously they can't, but I mean, they're not dumb. They're aware of everything going on. All the guys are aware of the stuff. Like these days you can't get away from it, right? On your phone, you're getting alerts from this and that and this player and this rumor. And it's all going to get figured out in the next 4 days. And we'll see how kind of it lays out when it is done.
I'm thinking about that. What's your governor for tonight's broadcast on Local 10? I mean, you can't really ask Riley and Spo about Giannis, but you can ask former players. Like, is that even on the radar for you?
It's not. So here's the we're doing it Local 10 production, and we're in working with the Heat, and they've been gracious. And this is the first time, by the way. This is if you guys aren't familiar with this gala, it is a multi-million-dollar fundraiser for the Heat Charitable Fund for the year. It's a wonderful event, but a very private event. You're talking about people with a lot of money, a lot of people that give to the charitable fund, a lot of great Heat fans. Pat Riley has always made this very private. So the fact he's actually opening the doors for us to do this is pretty incredible. So part of that is, look, we're going to focus. Yesterday we asked basketball questions. Tomorrow we're going to ask basketball questions. Today it's about charity, fun, and fashion. All that other stuff starting tomorrow. We'll be back on that ride again since the Heat play here.
Who will be commenting on the fashion tonight? You or Clay?
No, Alexis Frazier is our entertainment along with Jason Carter. They are fashionistas who've got everything. I told Alexis, just please don't ask, don't make it just ask about fashion. Like, what are you wearing? Hopefully not a uniform by Thursday. Like, no, don't say that. So keep it normal. Just keep it to questions about the fashion. So no, she'll handle that. She's ready. She's got, okay. So how we do our play, we do our logs and sheets when we work in sports, right? We all get prepared for games. She's got a list of the players' spouses and their names and where they're from and pictures of them and what they wore, fact sheets. I'm like, man, you were on top of it. So she's got everything. If we're worried about Giannis, she's worried about Dolce & Gabbana. She's got everything set up.
TV people prepare. Crowder. I mean, this is so different than what we do. They actually take pride in putting out Product
I got pride.
you can't even turn the microphone on.
I just don't know. Will, did you get an invite by the mail, email? I just don't know where my invite went.
Didn't you hear? It was people who have money and are charitable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just want you to know, just so you know, and I've never been offended because I love the Heat organization. They've always been good to me. But I've been a member of the Heat broadcast team for 13 years. This is my first time at the gala, whatever you want to call it. And I am coming in a working capacity. So I will not be here to enjoy. Too many people pay good money to enjoy themselves. Oh, by the way, you know what I forgot to tell you? I buried the lead. The Jacksons are performing.
What?
The Jacksons. Yeah. The two of the Jacksons are here performing.
Well, wait a
That's
second.
the big musical event.
Jason and Sherelle?
Yes, of course. Yeah, Jason Jackson and Sherelle, along with their sons, they're all performing. It's the true Jackson Five.
Oh man!
You're telling me that the touring Jackson brothers are going to be there?
The touring Jackson brothers are going to be here. Jason, our entertainment reporter, interviewed them earlier today at Soundcheck. He said they were great.
Who is it? It's got to be Marlon and Randy.
I don't know who the remaining. That's a great question. I don't want to get caught on who's the remaining Jackson.
I think Tito passed away, right?
Tito passed away for sure. Tito passed away. Who are the remaining Jacksons here? We already said Jason. My producer David Lang saying Jason. You missed Hoch's joke.
Dookie and I have the same sense of humor.
35-second blade, buddy. Sorry. Yeah.
Really?
But the Jacksons will be here performing, and it's going to be a heck of a show. And listen, the one thing about this gala, and I've seen the video before and the performances, they spare no expense, and it is a great event. Like I said, they got the white carpet laid out. It's inside. The 2006 team's going to get honored. I cannot wait. Oh, Solana, I never answered your question. The question is simple. I know you were joking with the Goliath stuff, but I anytime I see D-Wade, he's my favorite athlete ever. I got to cover him from beginning to end of his career, all the way through Hall of Fame. I never get tired of seeing Dwayne, so I'm really excited to see him and catching up.
Hey, Will, because UD is my Heat in, because, the Gator connection, and UD's my friend. So I've gone to his retirement stuff. I went to some of Wade's retirement stuff, down when the Heat throw stuff for him. And Pat Riley will make you feel as if you're his best friend, but I know he doesn't know who the hell I am. Does Pat talk to you and just makes you feel warm?
So the funny thing about Pat is for years, I felt, because I was the media and you're the bad guy and you're the guy. And I think as Pat got to know me, he knew that, hey, I'm not the kind of person who's going to ambush players with questions. And, I try to keep it professional, even when it's hard questions. But it took a good 15 years in this market. But that's before I felt Pat had confidence to even call me by name and say hello to me. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, he is the kind of guy you have to earn your respect with. But I think with you, Chin, he knows who you are.
I think he called me Ricky Williams one time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think he thought he was.
You want to hear? I'll leave you on this because I got to go tape something. I'll leave you on this great Pat story. So years ago, when I first started working for the Heat, so this must have been a decade plus ago, 12, 13 years ago, there was a party for a Heat employee, and I went, and Pat was there. Pat went in to speak and whatever. And I was talking to a Heat employee about something, and Pat had to go talk to that person about business stuff, about basketball stuff. And he came over and he said, hey, I got to talk to you. And the person said, oh, no, it's okay. Will's family. And Pat looked at me, God bless him, and he said, hey, he's family, but he's not that much family. And then he pulled the guy away.
That's a cousin. That ain't a brother. That's a cousin.
I'm not family.
I'm like a distant second cousin that's going to sit behind Michael Doliak's table tonight. So I'll have a good time.
Everybody watch Will Manso and the entire Local 10 crew tonight, 8 till 9 p.m. WPLG Local 10. They will be live from the Heat Gala from the white carpet.
Gala.
Stay warm, Will.
Thank you, guys. All right. We'll talk soon. All right.
There you go, Will Manso. All right. Before we get to the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour, I want to tell you about my good friends and the amazing award-winning team at Durrell Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Just hurry to Durrell Kia today. I didn't mention a K4, but that's what we bought our son at Durrell Kia, a Kia K4. He loves himself a Kia K4. And if you go to Durrell Kia, Mitchell, the king of Kias, will take great care of you, just like he took great care of the Hochman family as well. So don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia or shop any of their pre-owned vehicles with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
Otros 11 bonitas que veo en San Juan. Disfrutando de todas esas cosas que extrañan los que se van.
The new one, Jimmy?
Disfrutando de
Yep,
noches de
this is the new one.
que ya
I
no
have a
se
feeling.
dan.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, and it's brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Good vibes on tap. And tonight
Heard this
at
song.
the Funky Buddha Tap Room in Oakland Park, it's the new one. At the Funky Buddha Tap Room, you've got trivia with Dan Day. And if you're going to the Panthers game, Panthers are home tonight. I asked you that before, Solana, but I didn't pay attention to your answer.
I made it up anyways, so it's probably I'm just joking. Yeah, the Florida Panthers tonight host the Buffalo Sabres at the Amerant Bank Arena, 7 p.m. puck drop tonight.
If
Try
you're going-
the gloves off. It
I
is
was going to say, if
made
you're going
for
to
the
the Panthers
Panthers
game,
Yes.
you get the Funky Buddha right there across from Pantherland.
Yes, and it's the only place I can get gloves off is the tap room and Amaranth Bank. So try the gloves off if you love beer.
Let me see what the line is tonight, because I know Solana loves the Sabres. Panthers are minus 120 favorites.
No Marchand
Over under is
and no
6.5
Lundell.
goals. What's that?
No Marchand and no Lundell.
Yeah, and the Panthers just have not looked great. It's gonna be a grind to get into the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a grind. Anyway, Crowder is in San Francisco all week long. And do you have any plans tonight? So what is it? It's like 2:05 there?
Yeah, it's early, 2:05.
Oh.
And I was
So
just
you-
looking during the break at I wanted to get something to eat after the show. It's shawarma. There's a bunch of shawarma over here.
Oh, I like shawarma.
I need to try the shawarma because every place I look at shawarma.
I don't know. I didn't know that San Francisco was known for that. I happen to like shawarma, but you can get good shawarma in Aventura.
I know. What is San Francisco's food? We do it with
I don't know.
dolphin players. Yeah.
Chocolate. I know Giardelli chocolate. What am I missing in? Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
No damn rice or damn roni. I grew up on rice or roni.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Rice or roni, hamburger helper, ramen noodles are something that I make too much money to.
Oh,
eat.
everybody loves Rice-A-Roni though.
No. I've economics my way out of rice or roni.
When I think of San Francisco food, I think of sourdough because
Oh,
every time I buy
great
sourdough,
call.
San Francisco
Yep.
style sourdough is what I get.
Admittedly, I've never been to San Francisco. So, and I know it's supposed to be a great city. I've just never been there, and so I don't have much. But I think I know Giardelli chocolate. I think is based there, but sourdough. You're right. That's known.
I'll have more information because Asia's coming up Thursday night. Because the weekend we're gonna spend hanging. I've never hung out in San Francisco either.
Supposed to be a
so
great city.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the weekend hanging out up here.
All right. You have anything planned though? Any Super Bowl parties tonight or anything?
I don't know. I'm just gonna call Marshawn Lynch because that's kind of my friend in California and see what there is to do with him.
All right. Well, be careful.
We'll get arrested.
Yeah.
Marshall's not answering the phone this week from you. No, I'm not even trying to hate. I know you're cool with him, but this week of all weeks, he's Mr. Seattle Seahawks. He's everywhere.
Yes.
I saw a commercial with him promoting the new Game of Thrones series, A Night from the Seven Kingdoms, which was honestly one of the funniest commercials I've ever watched for Game of Thrones fans. And this week, he's going to answer a call from you, Crowder. I'm not buying it.
I text him. I'll paraphrase. I'm gonna be in San Francisco. Term of endearment. Hit me up. Term of endearment was our text thread.
Oh, the same term of endearment I use for you on our text threads?
Yep.
What do you mean?
I'll get with Sean this week sometime.
Anyway, you've got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, and so Crowder will be our boots on the ground all week in San Francisco. Jimmy says San Francisco is iconic for its fresh Pacific-influenced seafood and multicultural cuisine, notably Dungeness crab, which happens to be good, creamy clam chowder.
Clam chowder?
Yeah, I said
Creamy
creamy. I said creamy. And, sourdough bread bowls. That sounds delicious.
Oh, that's fire.
So I got to get a
And
clam
this I've never
chowder
heard of.
bread bowl.
Tomato-based Ciopino stew? I don't know how to pronounce that. Cioppino. I've never even heard of that.
CIO.
Have you heard of
I don't
that?
like it. No, Ciopino.
Ciopino.
Hearty Italian American seafood stew known in
from
San Francisco.
it says.
Yeah.
I'll ask him. Huh. I'm right in downtown. I'm in the thick of it. Like I can see the car. I'm on the 14th floor, but I can look down and see the traffic. I'm in the middle of everything.
Chapino is how you pronounce it.
Chapino? All right,
I've-
walk around San Francisco and tell somebody you're looking for a little Chapino.
You'll probably find it.
Well, the bad thing is that I thought about it riding in. Everything's on a mountain. If I get down the mountain, I might have to Uber back up the mountain. I don't want to walk a mountain. I'm not in shape like that.
Interesting. Well, have fun there and be safe all week long. I don't want you getting in trouble. All the pivot guys staying at the same hotel you are?
No. They stay at nice hotels. We have. I told the story to somebody about Jim Larinaga about not flying first class.
Yeah.
Where we have a budget of every flight and nightly hotel stays, and I stay at the cheapest thing so I can invoice the pivot back more money, and I can just pocket the difference.
So you tell me RC and Fred are staying at a nicer hotel than you are?
Guaranteed, 100%. Everywhere we go.
You guys don't make the same reservations? Y'all are partners.
No, because I know I could invoice $350 and I get a $150 hotel. That's $200 to the Crowder family.
You're incredible,
God
man.
bless you. God bless you. All right, let's get headlines from Solana for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. I don't even want to tell you this, but I had told Lori because we were out of town over the weekend or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I need to get laundry detergent." I said, "Oh, we'll go to Publix after the show." And then during this commercial break, I went out on the balcony. I don't know if I can go out. It's just too cold. I don't think I might have to order in like Walmart delivery or something. It's just a little too cold.
That's ridiculous. I was fishing at 31 degrees.
That's ridiculous. That legitimately is ridiculous.
We knocked him in the head, Hawk. We caught like 12 snook. We caught 3 black drum. We caught 4 sea trout. We killed them because the fish panicked because it was so cold and they were all packed up in the canals. And I figured out to get under the bridges, and we were knocking them in the head over there in Bradenton.
You know where else you could have knocked them over the head? Supermarket.
Publix.
We didn't even keep them, though. It was just the game of it.
Look at this. Casey from Funky Buddha just texted me, said, "I heard you guys talking about sourdough. I just walked into the house to these beauties." Oh, you think somebody at Casey's house, is that his wife making sourdough loaves?
There's nothing better than homemade sourdough. Oh,
I don't think anybody's ever made me homemade sourdough before.
Tell her leave them in a little less. This looks a little black on the top. I like sourdough. I'm gonna go. I will have a food report because I have more time over here.
I love sourdough bread.
Yeah, I eat sourdough every morning. I'm a sourdough slut.
You have it on. You have the avocado toast on sourdough.
Yeah, I mean, we did avocado toast for a long time, Hawk. We're kind of past that phase, honestly. You keep going on with your avocado toast. I'm past that phase.
Yeah, what phase are you in?
I pretty much avocado toast. I'm still doing avocado
Somebody put
toast.
this on the chat, but I had to check it to make sure it was true. I didn't want to just say it. Sourdough Sam is the name of the 49ers mascot.
Sourdough Sam.
Sourdough Sam.
You know my thought about the pretzels and the pizza being better in New York because of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like why is the sourdough better in San Francisco? It's bread.
I don't know.
Understand it. Yeah.
Good question.
True. How about the mascot?
I said that I had to check it before I said it. Like I had checked it, but I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's a good
Round
question.
the show to a halt, Jimmy.
I gotta see if they got any shake spots out here.
What kind of guys do you like?
I'm riding with you to the gala. We can ride out whenever we want.
You like my Jason and Sherelle joke, huh? So you seem tickled by that. Why is sourdough bread better in San Francisco? San Francisco sourdough is renowned for its unique tangy flavor and chewy blistered crust, primarily driven by a local strain of bacteria. This bacteria, combined with unique wild yeasts thriving in the city's cool, foggy climate and long fermentation, creates a distinct, complex taste, often cited as superior. So there you go. There's an actual fact as to why San Francisco sourdough would taste better. The climate, being that it's foggy and damp, the bacteria to create the sourdough is different than elsewhere in the country.
We'll have an update tomorrow at 2. I'm going to get me some sourdough tonight.
Oh, Casey's wife has said she will make me a loaf of sourdough.
You've never.
He also says avocado toast every morning in his house.
Delicious.
I'm going
There's really nothing better than a farmer's market on a Sunday morning and just buy a couple different loaves of sourdough. I mean, genuinely, it's one of my favorite things to do now.
How many loaves do you go through a week?
Nothing better in the world than Sunday morning farmers markets?
That is, since I became a homeowner, that is what Valentina and I do every Sunday morning. The farmers market at Coral Reef Park every Sunday morning, and we just go to there's like 17 different people selling sourdough.
Yeah.
You just try them all.
That's because you let her down Saturday night.
Well, I do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night.
Sourdough's the highlight of a whole weekend.
I can't make fun of him because my idea of fun Sunday morning is sitting out at Tartelette, eating a little avocado toast, listening to Frank Cherubino play the accordion. Oh, time of my life.
I'm throwing accordions. You want to listen to one?
I wanted to get my avocado too because I work from home today. I'll go to the studio tomorrow or at the Panthers Arena Wednesday, but I work from home today. I wanted to go. I always go to this little place downstairs called Italiano, and I get my cappuccino and my avocado toast. Couldn't do it. It's too cold. I like to sit outside. Couldn't do it. No good. No good.
No good. No good. Watch it hard.
All right, a couple actual headlines here before we have to end this segment. Anthony Weaver is going to be the Ravens' new defensive coordinator, so he's gone back to Baltimore.
All right.
As Hoch mentioned, Los Gatos, they'll host the Sabres tonight, 7 p.m. No Marchi, no Lundy. They're day-to-day. Cats are 3-4 since Matthew Tkachuk returned to the lineup, but Jordan McPherson had a really good breakdown in the Herald. He is leading the team in those 7 games since he's been back in points. 2 goals, 4 assists for Tkachuk.
It's funny what becomes exciting when you're 56 years old. I am delighted because Casey texted me. He's like, Melissa is going to make a loaf of sourdough for you. I'm delighted. This is like some of the best news I've received in a long time.
I want sourdough too. I was just joking.
No, you're out. You said it was burned.
Out of the sourdough? It was a little crispy on top.
You hate Melissa Sense's sourdough loaves.
Man, I like well done sourdough.
No, it didn't sound like it 5 minutes ago. I'll take Crowder's loaf.
I didn't know it was getting passed out. I want a loaf.
Dumb Solana's got to go buy 17 of them.
I'll get you one that's not burned, Crowder. Don't worry. I got you. The Miami Heat will host the Hawks tomorrow, 7:30. The 2006 championship squad will be celebrated tomorrow. And congratulations are in order to Norman Powell. named an all-star reserve. He joins the East All-Stars, Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, and then your reserves, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Spider, Pascal Siakam, and Crowder's boy, Karl Anthony Towns.
No Buzelis?
No Boozy. He was snubbed.
Boozy didn't make it?
Snubbed.
What about Giddey? No Josh Giddey?
No, he's snubbed too.
They're not snubs. It's facts.
Shadow banned. You know what drove me crazy last night, too? Man, this Billy Donovan. That's the night he's going to leave Buzelis in till like 6 minutes to go in the game. They're down 50. He's got Buzelis and
Ayo.
What the hell's his name?
Ayo Dosunmu.
Dosunmu. He's got him out there like inexplicably late in the game. They're down 50 points. I don't think Billy Donovan understands the quarter system.
So they're down 50 and Boozy can only score 2?
Boozy had an off night.
Boozy scored 0 points in the second half, by the way.
He had an off night.
He played the whole game.
He was out there. He was playing. He got good minutes. He had good looks. Couldn't get anything to fall.
You're trying to convince Billy Donovan to play him more.
Well, last night he should have played him less. Read the room, Billy.
The NFL announced they'll play its first regular season game in Paris.
I saw a funny tweet. It's like, Paris, here you go, United States, the Statue of Liberty. 200 years later. Here you go, Paris, the Cleveland Browns.
We got you.
The Saints will be the home team, which makes sense. New Orleans, French culture. You get the deal. 8 international NFL games will be played in 2026, including one in Melbourne, Australia. Now Paris. Another game in Madrid, another game in Rio. They'll go to Germany again in Munich, and then 3 more in London.
All right, this Casey and Melissa Sense, they're pushovers. They're making a loaf for everybody on the show.
Thank you so much, Mrs.
Ridiculous. See, when you reward poor behavior, Casey, it only leads to more poor behavior.
No.
He knows that, though. I mean, he's partnered with his brother, Ryan. So I think he understands that.
Yeah.
Ryan's 4 old fashions in right now. He's walking around.
Your weather in South Florida right now is starting to drop. 55 degrees. That's a 4-degree drop from the last hour.
I'm telling you, I don't know how I'm going to go to Publix tonight.
Walk.
Your low tonight will be in the upper 30s. Stay warm, South Florida.
Going to talk a little football on the first day of Super Bowl week. Chris Perkins from the Sun Sentinel writes about the Dolphins, so we'll talk with Chris Perkins in the next segment.
We all love to celebrate. My man and my friends over at Ed Morris are celebrating, listen here, their 80th year in the business. That's why my buddy, the GM, Chris Atkins, Teddy Morris, their amazing team over there at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac are commemorating the occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac Luxury. It's what they've done for 80 years, and watch out for their customers. It's what they're going to do when they're celebrating. Right now, you got to look at these all-electric cars now. Check out the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, just $349 a month, and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics, only $369 a month. The Ed Morris brand has been family-owned and operated for 80 years now, so they know how to take care of their customers. That's why they're the best. That's why they have been 6-time dealer of the year right off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway, because they take care of their customers. So don't miss out on the 80th anniversary savings. Go see my buddies at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, I tell all the time, my entire driveway is backed by Morris, from the trade-in to the lease to the sale to the service department to the amazing sales staff to the GM. Everybody over there is going to watch out for you before and after the sale. You have to get the service department because they watch out for you. Send texts and emails when your car needs to be serviced, man. It's an amazing feeling to be backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
All right, I'll start with Chuck here. Chuck in Miami Gardens.
What they do?
That's for you, Crowder.
WQAM.
Everybody's watching you, Jimmy. Oh, put the video back up. I want to chat with the streamers.
What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy, you look good, buddy.
Yeah.
Shy Johnson, Chicago Johnson says Hoch needs to exfoliate. Those those years are long gone, Mr. Johnson.
Hoch, we may have just stumbled into a very new, visually funny game, which is just put Jimmy on full screen the entire show.
And because he gets progressively more
He is
uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
Especially because the camera follows him around in there now. Roll backwards, Jimmy. Yeah, now roll to the side. Yeah, I love it. I love that the camera follows him around.
Yeah.
Are you coming to the Panthers Arena Wednesday, or should I set up someone to come out there with me?
This Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
Let me double check.
Anybody have any questions on the YouTube or the Twitch stream before we club the live stream for the day? Y'all need a new producer. We don't. We love everyone who's on the show, except Jimmy and Solana.
Understood.
How does that pen taste? Delicious. Does Solana color his facial hair?
Is that Manny again?
No. I don't know if that guy's doing a callback to the beginning of the show or if someone else thinks that you're coloring your hair. Does look darker than usual.
Oh?
Yeah.
No, I've not colored my hair at all.
Do you think Marty Supreme will win the Oscar for Best Film? I don't know. I haven't seen enough films to know. And I don't know what is even in the conversation. Out of the three of y'all, who has the biggest forehead? Oh.
Might be me.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, but you're disqualified.
I'm all forehead. Oh, it is a callback, the guy says. He was calling back. That's funny. That's a funny callback, MJ. None of you can match Coach Halfley. Does he have a big forehead?
He does. But it's the receding hairline thing. You know, I'm not going to hate on him. I'll be there very soon.
Oh, I think you might be there. Anthony says, "God damn, Jimmy wins." Jimmy's got a big forehead. See that forehead, Jimmy. I don't know what you got going on there today. Hey, bring on Crowder. Crowder's there.
Oh, my bad.
We're just talking to the streamers, CC.
Okay.
We're not on the air.
A lot of forehead on this show, though. I was hearing y'all.
Yeah.
Not a lot of foreskin, but a lot of forehead.
Speak for yourself, brother.
Yeah, I don't know if I know I can speak for me and Solana. No foreskin.
Man, you gotta get your tee shots. Get that thing hanging.
Not certain that I don't know if that has anything to do with foreskin, but somebody wants to know what's up with that beard, Crowder. Yeah, that's his worst feature.
Man, this is my Abe Lincoln. I believe I'm the 16th Amendment.
It's absolutely terrible. The amendment and the beard.
Y'all don't like equality. This is my
Somebody wants to
equality
know
beard.
any good fishing spots in Broward, Crowder.
Orange Drive by Vista View Park, triple pipe. I've been killing them right there recently.
Somebody says, does Crowder ever do the show pantsless? He seems the type.
I do it with drawers on, not with my man hanging out. Because I'm in a hotel room. I don't want to set my naked butt and goodies on the. Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Y'all really hate on my beard, ain't it?
It's terrible.
You don't like it? I wish it connected, but I don't. This side won't connect.
It just looks ridiculous because it's growing off your neck.
It's not. It's my chin.
Mm.
I got a lot of face and cheek, like y'all got a lot of forehead.
All right. Everybody have anything else before we end the stream? How long till perk, Jimmy?
Fishing spots in Broward.
Hey, Anthony, maybe we do need a new producer. Can you work a talkback feature?
Out now.
Oh, the spillway. The spillway off 84 and Davy
Football
Road.
weekend.
After
It's
it
the
rains.
Monday Rewind on FM 1043.
I got to be honest, for an AMA here, like a little AMA, these are kind of weak questions, streamers. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll criticize us for a bad segment, Hawk. I mean, this is a bad little stretch here from the streamers.
I was literally gonna show my ass to everybody, but nobody asked.
Because I know it's paste white. It's Elmer's glue white.
It's Elmer's glue white, and it's 56-year-old droopy.
Crowder, I mean, you don't tan your ass, right? You probably have a white ass too.
No, we go to when I go to some naked beaches. I'll sit out there naked.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tan my booty.
On a chair?
Like on a lounger.
So where does your penis go?
Under my body, like a bed? Like,
do you put it through the slats of the chair so like it hangs down to the ground?
Good question.
No, then I had to bury it in the sand.
Good question.
Because then sand fleas would get on it. I'm secret about my little man.
All right, you dopes. Thank you, streamers. We'll talk to you tomorrow.